Welcome back, viewers, and good evening, gentlemen. It's Bushido, Heroes of Nippon, episode 55. I believe we're going to get a recap of the last session for Brian from our Games Master. Thank you, Dave.
Welcome back, everybody. I will give an edited recap. How about that?
Sounds good.
Well, last session began with the samurai leading the party, deciding to head into the hills to look for the bandits that he is very keen to deal with. And initially, results were not good. The trackers weren't being able to find themselves able to find any sign of these miscreants. Eventually, they did come across spoor, and so the troop decided to move in quietly, or at least as quietly as a bunch of non-ninja, etc. can do. And they made their way through the undergrowth. On the way there, the samurai attempted to discern what a sensible bandit would do in terms of placing sentries, and got it reasonably right. So much so that the first sentry was actually spotted before he spotted the party. There was a little bit of a discussion as to how to take him out. One of the intrepid group of porters, who, well, at least the party who are pretending to be porters, as a concealment subterfuge, announced that he should be able to sneak up on this guy. Baka is, as most people in the group know, the built like a brick outhouse.
Yes.
Well, actually, a concrete outhouse. He's bigger than a brick outhouse.
Yeah.
And the idea that he could sneak up through the undergrowth and take this guy by surprise was
Incredibly
with a little bit of...
It was incredibly entertaining, that's what it was.
Well, yes. He duly attempted it, and I think we can say he fell flat on his face, literally. But the two archers who had been keeping a bead on this guy managed to get their shots off and into him before he could announce to the bandits that the party was approaching. So, the outer sentry was taken out. You managed to avoid the inner sentry line and found yourself looking out on a camp with about 20 to 30 people in it. And a tactical decision was made to leave two of the Ashigaru that the samurai had brought along as archers on the edge of the camp to try and take people out as the rest of the team charged in. And Harumi, whose player was not with us last week, was left on the edge of the camp with the archers, because it was generally felt that sending a skilled wizard, or skilled shugenja rather, in Nipponese terms, charging into the encampment was probably not a good idea. So, since Harumi is now with us, I shall now place her on the board, and the archers are over on the east of the camp.
The mudslinger.
And I'm sorry, calling Harumi a mudslinger is not doing her justice.
That's her hero name, Harumi the Mudslinger. I love it.
Well, you are the leader of the party. If you wish to give her a name, she might take offense. But I'll leave it up to you.
Me and the boys might call her that, maybe.
Anyway.
It's respectfully, like, that's turned the tide of a very important battle for us, her mudslinging. I mean that with the utmost respect when I say that.
Anyway, the party duly charged in. Since the Ronin in charge of the bandits was over on the western side of the camp talking to one of his sidekicks, there are four Ashigaru in armor, as well as the Ronin. And the rest of them were just cleaning their nails, eating food, arguing about what they were going to spend their ill-gotten gains on. Anyway, they were sitting around the camp. So, Lord Kanawa, for it is he, charged in on a direct line for the Ronin, and so far has gone through 2 Ashigaru who got in his way. Not bad going. The archers have taken out another couple, and everybody else went in to either side. So Lord Kanawa went in through the center. His sergeant, Shigehide, followed with one of the other Ashigaru to the north, and Kagemichi and Yoshitani, the other 2 Ashigaru, then charged in to the south of Lord Kanawa. And so far, the battle is going the party's way. Kyūryū has managed to take 1 out so far. Baka is about to deploy his tree trunk, otherwise known as a tetsubo. Gomi, who's using a spear, has not managed to get involved because he's a little bit reluctant to, for some reason. Something to do with getting told off if he interferes with people. But Kinzo's joined in, and Kosa has charged round the back, and I believe is probably going to take some people from behind. Who knows?
I just had an excellent moment of relief. I thought for some reason I had taken lots of points of damage in the last session, but I haven't. I've only taken 2.
We'll have to see whether we can change that.
No need for that, David.
I had to bring it up. You know?
I thought I'd lost like 25 or something. I've lost 2.
Righty-ho. So I believe we already have everybody on the turn sheet apart from Harumi. So I need to add Harumi to the turn sheet. So let's add a turn for Harumi.
Welcome to the fight, Harumi.
Yeah.
Oh, great, Shugenja. What is your base action phase?
In 2 or something.
Base action phase is 2.
Oh, is it actually? I was being sarcastic.
No, it is 2.
Oh my days.
And you do not get a secondary action phase. So
I'm
having
changing
added
your
you to the
nickname.
list, I don't even need to resort it. That's very helpful of you, Harumi.
No, you do, because we're at Yanagi at 3 at the top, so you need to squeeze it in there at the top. But
No, I don't need to resort it. I just cycle through to the start of the new turn.
Yeah.
True, yes.
Yes.
Yanagi's on 3, so when I cycle it, he would come after rats.
I'm changing
going to
our
have to
nickname.
resort it.
I'm changing our nickname. It's no the mudslinger, it's the afterthought. Harumi the afterthought.
Hey. The afterthought.
Base
So
initiative in
kind.
2. Oh, mate. No, I can't wait to see what you bring.
Declarations of intention. As far as the samurai and his Ashigaru are concerned, I believe it's reasonably obvious. Lord Kanawa is trying to get through anybody in his way. Sergeant Shigehide is trying to keep up with him.
They're doing a good job, both.
The archers will be trying to shoot anybody they get a line of sight on. Yoshitani is engaged. Kagemichi has to get into the fight somehow. Unfortunately, he doesn't want to go too close to Lord Kanawa on the north, and these piles of wood are getting in his way, so he may have to go around to the south, which could prove interesting. Gomi will be trying to sidle his way in. I think his best bet's probably to just lift his spear up and kind of charge and try and charge in with it pointing forwards rather than trying to swing it around.
You mean like
But we shall see.
You mean like come through the gap and head for the middle, or go for one of these boys?
Well, he can see that Lord Kanawa is heading this way, and he doesn't want to steal Lord Kanawa's Budo.
Absolutely.
But
You better stay away from mine as well, by the way.
Stabbing this guy for Katsumori, if you can manage that somehow,
Yeah.
would be the sensible thing. So
Yeah, good.
he will probably attempt that. Kinzo, I believe you have a guy who is currently defenseless, doesn't have his weapon out.
Yeah, but he's not knocked out yet. I'm getting very frustrated.
Well, yes.
So
yeah.
I may have to actually knock him out, then prepare my Yuara and go and beat somebody up.
Yes. Kosa, you can actually see some people from where you are.
Who's this going for that plus 10? Look at him.
Well, he can go. You can see an Ashigaru there, and he can
Back of his
see
head.
a couple of Ashigaru there.
The backs of their heads.
Oh
it's
yes.
beautiful.
I apologise to viewers. I'm just using heads for the bad guys. Apart from the Ronin.
No, those are great tokens, mate. Don't apologise for the tokens. They're great. But I mean, like, he's
And
looking
the
at the
guys in
backs of
armour.
their heads, and as in he's got that plus 10. He's behind them. That's what I'm talking about.
He could charge them certainly, and well, yes, that would probably do for them. Okay. And Baka, well, as I say, tree trunk time. Kyūryū is now facing one of the Ashigaru in armor. Yanagi is engaged. So I believe it. The only person we're not sure about is Harumi.
Question,
Harumi,
Dave.
what? Certainly.
What's the symbol on me? I remember I got stunned or dazed in the last session, but I don't remember if that's still on or not.
I believe you were out for your next action. You were dazed.
I think it was dazed.
But you, which means you miss your next action, so you miss your primary this round. Okay.
Does that mean I missed my primary but get my secondary?
Yes, indeed.
You miss your
base action phase, but you get your second primary attack.
Yeah, because I get a second
you get
primary.
two primaries.
Because I'm a level 3.
Not that you're boasting at all. You know, no one would expect that of
not
people,
that I'm proud or anything. No.
No,
humble,
absolutely not.
No.
It's humble Kyūryū proud Oliver.
His head size is about 5 times his shoe size.
Kyūryū's a humble leader. Oliver is not humble. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Kyūryū's very humble.
If there's ever any problems, all you need to do is say "Alchemist" and see what happens. So, Harumi, what do you think you're going to do this time?
I'm going to be starting to cast a spell.
Yes.
Very good.
That's what you love to see.
So, on action phase 12, Lord Kanawa will remain where he is and try clobbering the guy in front of him in the armor.
Get on Lord Kanawa.
Who would like to? Well, the leader of the smaller team can roll for the leader of the larger team. Please roll for Lord Kanawa.
I shall roll for him. Oofed. If it's his
19.
If it's his primary, it probably still hits, right?
Let me check and see. So Lord Kanawa has a BCS of that, but he's facing a guy in that, and unfortunately, just misses.
Oh, what a shitty first roll of the session, boys. Hope you have better
It
luck
wasn't
than
a
me.
20 though.
It wasn't a 20, but...
You're saving that up for your roll. The Ronin lets out a roar of calling in the outer
This guy?
watchers. No, the Ronin,
Oh, this guy.
the bandit leader. He's calling in his outposts. Basically, he's issuing orders this round. Kinzo, losing patience with the guy in front of him.
Yeah, I'm going to double bop him this time because I've lost my temper.
Give him 2 bops.
Yes.
Give him a 2-footed drop kick, mate.
AC 3 and 4 points of damage. Yes, Ashigaru 1. Yes, because he. Yeah. So you do 4 points of damage. He teeters, but has not actually collapsed.
My second strike misses.
Ah. He and his 1 hit point are very grateful to you.
Oh, unlucky them.
Well, I'm afraid you
It's
rolled.
all right, I'll get him in a minute.
You rolled. Sadly, you rolled minimum damage. Okay, Sergeant Shigehide. Second in command of the party is who? Who's your junior?
Who's my
Kyūryū?
who's my junior?
Kosa, please roll for
Not me.
Sergeant Shigehide.
No, I don't think it is because Kosa stepped down from
No.
leadership because he didn't
me.
want it. Kinzo, I think it's you, mate.
He is second in command, so you can go next.
I'm not. I'm bringing the archers
No,
anyway.
nobody wants to be second in command in my group. Boys, don't make me make it Baka.
I'm controlling the archers anyway, so I've got enough to do already.
Okay, fine.
That's true. That's true. Anyway,
So
I rolled 17.
Okay, so Sergeant Shigehide with his Wakizashi only has a BCS of 17, so that is not sufficient to hit this guy. Kosa, what are you doing?
I can't wait to see this.
Just moving up to here and taking a good look round. What's going on? I've not seen what's been going on for a while.
Fair enough. Okie doke. The Bandit space action phase. Okay, let's move down from the top. So the guy facing Kinzo will turn to face him and attempt to draw his weapon, which means he needs to make a successful deafness saving throw, I believe. Yes, draw weapon.
There is a boo guy for quick draw though, isn't there?
Yes, but he doesn't have it.
He doesn't have it, yeah.
He's just a kind of base bandit. He's not kind of particularly well trained. Anyway, they train in loot, rape, and pillage, don't they? So, let's roll a d20. Ooh! He successfully draws his wakizashi and is now armed.
Sorry, Kinzo.
And he chuckles in a suitably evil manner. The guy facing Katsumori will try and hit him. And that is 1-3. So his BCS is that. And Katsumori is armor class that. So he needed an 11 and is therefore hit him.
Not good.
And does 6 points of damage to Katsumori.
Oh no.
Ouch. Katsumori is still there.
Quick question, Dave. Can I see what's in these buildings that I'm stood next to? Is there any windows to look at?
No, they're basically tents. There's
Okay.
no windows. I'm afraid these aren't European kind of clear, transparent bits to let light in sort of tents.
No, that's fine. Sorry, it's not what I asked.
And well, you can see that the flap to that one is open. The flap to that one is shut. But the flap to that one is open. So you can.
There's no sounds of people inside those tents.
No.
Okay, that's fine.
And so the Ashigaru 1-2 facing Sergeant Shigehide will attempt to smite him. I'm doing really well on my die rolls, aren't I? A 19 is a complete failure. Coming on down, we have the Armor 4, who will attempt to smite Lord Kanawa. Now, he is at... Can he ignore the... no, he can't ignore the fact that he's got another person close to him, so he's at -1 in his BCS. So he will smite Lord Kanawa and hit him.
Oh.
And that does 3 points of damage to Lord Kanawa. Boom. Incidentally, Katsumori is not looking at all well. Actually, no, I got that wrong. Let me see. Hit points. I tell a lie. He's looking quite well.
Good.
And so we then have the other guy in armor attacking Lord Kanawa. And can he ignore?
Oof.
Oh, a 4. Is that sufficient for him to ignore? Where's
And this is
my
to ignore the
standard?
distractions, isn't it?
Yes. And taking over the distractions, so will saving throw of 4. So that is successfully ignored the distraction, so he doesn't get a minus on his BCS. A 5. So his BCS is that. Lord Kanawa is that. So he needs a 7 to hit him. And he successfully hit him, doing 2 points of damage. The Kami are smiling on Lord Kanawa at the moment. And let's see. This guy has seen that there is an interloper here and goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he can't go any closer because he'd be engaged, so he gets to there, and he will close to engage next turn. This guy, and there's bodies all over the place to the north, and there's plenty of people to the south, so this guy is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there? No, 6, 7, 8 to there. So he's not engaged, but he can close to engage next time. And this guy is going to join in the fight on Lord Kanawa. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he can't close any further. So he is there. The Ronin has issued his orders this time. And going south of the dotted line, we have 2 attacks on Yoshitani. Let's roll 2 will saving throws for them to ignore each other. Actually, no, let's do it the other way around. So 2-1 has a will saving throw against 1 and fails. 1-6 has 2 will saving throws because, sorry, he's got a will saving throw against 2 distractions, so he's -2. No, he fails. So 2 attacks on Yoshitani. The first one is at -1. The second one is at -2.
You get a
3
minus
and
for each
12.
distraction if you fail the roll.
Yes.
Ah. The 3 can
So
hit him at least, don't it?
So the first guy hits, the second guy doesn't. So on Yoshitani, we have 6 points of damage.
I don't like how this round has went for the bad guys so far.
Now, facing Kyūryū. Right. Okay, next on down is this suit of armor here. Well, there's 2 guys taking on Kyūryū. There's 2 guys taking on Yoshitani. But there's a big bastard with a tree trunk. So I am going to charge the big bastard with the tree trunk.
A big old boy.
So he is going to charge Baka, which means that
Oh, bloody hell.
he will end up there at the end of the round.
I feel good having Baka behind me. It makes me feel good in this fight.
So he is charging and will end up there, but that's at the end at the end of the round. Okay, fair enough.
So I don't get to get the +1 to hit someone that's charging me, baby.
You can choose to hit him on your second. Well, yes. In actual fact, he will be in your area, so you can hit him rather than the other guy as he's charging you. Yes.
So,
Yep.
Does that mean you should do the movement now, but the attack at the end of the round, Dave?
Well, I will do the movement when we get to Baka's spot,
Okay.
which is actually next, isn't it?
No, that's Kyūryū.
Kyūryū's missing
yes,
his. He's
true.
dazed.
Oh, right, so yeah.
So
I
we
would be
have
f-
two.
I thought
we
I
have
would be
two
feeling quite
attack-
sketchy about the situation, but I've got Baka sitting behind me. I'm feeling good.
Unfortunately, you come out of your daze after round 10, which means that the two attacking you
Get a bonus on
have
it.
bonuses on their attack.
Yes, they do. But I have God on my side. It's fine.
Okay, so the guy in armor has to make a will saving throw and fails, so he's -2. The Ashigaru only has to make a will saving throw and is -1, and they both fail. So the
Good.
guy in armor trying to hit you. His BCS is that. You are
Wearing armor.
You're wearing armor, yes, but he has combat modifiers. So he's minus. You are passive, so he's +5. So I've rolled a 15, which means it goes up to 20. He gets a -2, so that means it brings it down to 18. And you're. Hang on a second.
Yeah, you went the wrong way.
I went the
plus
wrong way.
5
My
brings it down to 10.
Let's figure this out.
Plus,
So,
the plus 5 brings it down to
His
10.
BCS is
Then the
that.
-2 puts it back up to 8. Sorry, to 12.
Good. Hang on a second. He would normally hit AC1, but he gets +5, so that puts it up to AC6.
AC6.
However, he's -2, which is AC4, and you are in,
Partial light Ashigaru.
which is AC4.
What's my?
But
So then I'll get
you
level.
have bonuses. Yes, he missed. Damn
Yes, he
it.
does.
Even
Also-
with you passive. Hang on,
Yeah.
no, you don't get the bonuses due to your skill.
So then I get the
because you
skip
are
because
passive.
I'm passive. I only get the armor class, the straight
You
armor
only get
class.
the armor class.
Yeah.
So AC4, he has just hit you.
Oh, okay.
Please take 4 points of lethal.
4 points of pain.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you for the pain.
And this guy is moving round to take you in the flank.
Oofed.
But he's not going to get it this round because you are facing the guy in armor, and
Will he get a penalty because
Not
he's
quite behind you.
straddling his dead
He-
friend's body?
he gets a -1 for being on treacherous ground. Certainly.
Yeah, I thought so.
And he misses.
Son of a bitch.
Jeez. Fair enough. The guy against Yanagi hits, doing 4 points of damage to Yanagi. How many hit points does Yanagi have? gonna keep
104. He's fine. I'll have a look. Give me one sec.
Who is managing Yanagi's sheet for me, please?
I can have a quick look for you. His hit points is 36 and he's taken 4 lethal damage already.
Fair enough.
Unless somebody's just
I'll
added
do
that just
it,
now.
Dave.
Okay, you look
got it,
after
Tim.
Yanagi.
Thank you.
And last but by no means least, we have this guy stepping forward to thrust at Baka.
This guy's stepping
Well, not
forward to
thrust.
die.
Look, it's a tree trunk. you know, everybody knows that if you get closer to the guy, it's more difficult to hit you.
Have you not seen my
Uh,
fist yet?
I'm just gonna die this guy.
I'm worse when I drop the tree trunk.
I can't wait to watch you kill this guy, Baka.
Okay, 2 and 8. So his Thacker is that. He doesn't have any minuses due to circumstances, so he would have hit AC 5. And your armor class is, Baka?
I'm wearing winter garb and it level 2, so 84.
No,
Is that right?
Yes, that's it, 84. So unfortunately, he's hit you. So please take 6 lethal.
That's just a love tap to you, Baka.
Tim, do you mind having a, as soon as you're looking after the sheep, would you mind adjusting my health? Because that's the only thing I don't have access to at the moment.
I can get that for you, mate. What was that?
Cool. I've got
Six?
the stats on. I've got my stats on paper. That thing that you were laughing at me a few weeks ago. I'm glad I've got it tonight.
Was it 6 lethal? Did you say?
6 lethal.
Got you.
Yes.
That's a love tap for you, Baka.
Yeah, no worries.
That's 20% only.
Okay. Other movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One of the sentries is coming in.
Was that guy moving, was it?
This guy moving, yes.
He came from up here.
Now I'm getting a bit worried.
Nah.
And please, can I have a luck roll for the party?
Who's feeling lucky? Not Tim, but he's rolled. Anyway, that's a one
we're
bad
unlucky
luck,
today.
unfortunately.
Unfortunately, a head pops out of the undergrowth.
Where about?
Up to the north. You remember I said that there were 2 people in the inner ring?
Found it.
There were 8 sentries on the outer ring and 2 people on the inner ring.
Mm-hmm,
And one of them heard the orders last time, one of them heard the orders this time. So this guy has just popped out and...
Sneaky snake.
Well, he's not sneaky. He was just hiding behind a bush, watching to the north, as was his task. Now, whether or not any of the outer sentries heard, we will sort that out next time. Because that was a truly magnificent roar that the bandit leader let out. Anyway, back to action phase 10. Kyūryū is no longer dazed.
Yeah.
He comes out of his daze to find that, ugh, is this blood? And then we have the troop space action phase. So, Kosa, who are they going to shoot at this time?
We are shooting at Ashigaru 2-1.
Yeah, I know. Rather daft of him coming charging that way, wasn't it? But
Well, he'll learn from his mistake.
that was his orders. Will he learn? I mean, this is
I think they both miss.
Oh dear.
Miss.
Unlucky.
Let me check. So that is
They both miss.
Kyūryū is the first one, and Katsumoto.
Yeah, they both rolled their
true.
BCS
All right,
up higher,
yeah,
so by the way,
yeah,
they miss.
Yeah, 18 and
I know what the
13.
BCS
Yes,
is, so.
yes. Okie doke.
Unlucky, mate.
So Katsumori will attempt to smite Ashigaru 1-3. Who'd like to roll for Katsumori?
But Dave, if anybody rolls,
I'll get that one if you want.
Kosa will be surprised when 2 arrows pierce the tent next to him.
Yeah.
Well, no, he's looking in this direction, isn't he? He's spotted an
looking
open
sort of-
tent.
I can remember there's only 2 arrows.
Yeah, but he can still hear.
8
Still
should do
whistling
it.
by.
Okay,
Yeah.
8 is sufficient to hit. Please
they don't
roll
know
your
I'm on-
damage.
On the side.
That's Katsumori,
that
and he's
D6?
using his Wakizashi, so it's a d6 plus 1 lethal.
4. Take 4 points of pain.
4 points of damage. And he flinches. But only flinches. Sergeant Shigehide and Lord Kanawa have both acted. What do you wish Kagemichi to do? He's not going to go north round there. His best bet is probably to charge this guy.
Yeah,
What do you think?
I reckon. I think we
Yeah.
need I think we need a bit of support at this side. Actually, I reckon ping him down
Okay,
here.
let him do that.
Where charge into the side of the boy. You've got the side facing. You're gonna get that +5 on him.
Okay, so
I
he will
mean,
charge.
There is a
into
body
there.
there. I was gonna say you could charge if he charges to there. That's +10 on him, isn't it?
Well, he's facing. His actual facing is that way, so it'll be +5 for
yeah,
flank
Okay. Yeah.
because he's fighting.
He's fighting Yanagi, isn't he? Yeah, right enough.
Yes. So he will charge. So on 2, he will go and hit the Ashigaru. Yoshitani. Let's see. He was hitting the guy on the right last time, so he will probably go for him as well. So somebody roll for Yoshitani, please.
I'll get this one again. I'm ready. 11.
Yoshitani's BCS is 13, so that's AC2 he'd hit. But what's the armor class of 2-1? His armor class is AC3. So that's not quite enough to hit. Okie doke. So we will come back to Kagemichi on round 2. So, unfortunately, it's tree trunk time. Hulk
Clover in
smash.
time. Let's go.
Okie doke. This guy is charging in and has got to about there, Baka. So you're going to be -1 to hit him, but +1 for the charge.
Okay, cool. In that case,
You may wish to go for the other guy because he's not wearing any armor. Whereas the guy in armor is wearing armor.
and is the bigger threat, I think.
Possibly.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for him. Okay, hold on. So I can still step back 1, can't I? Get the other guy at perfect range.
You could actually step 1 to there, and you might get
Yeah,
that
him at
guy into
perfect
optimum range. Mind you, that would then put you then have worries about Kyūryū.
Yeah, just thump this.
I've been very
just-
careful to avoid Kyūryū.
just thump
I
him,
spent
mate.
an
Just
entire
thump him.
session running around the outside of this fight, so I didn't
Well,
get
the
any
other
in his way.
No,
the other option
um,
is to go to there, and no, that won't.
it was beautiful.
Yeah,
He went round the side with me. He done my flank, and it was excellent. I loved it.
I
could,
think I might.
You could step back to
Yeah.
there
And then
and
just-
put him at optimum range.
And then just thump
Yes.
this guy at optimum range. I think.
No,
so,
I think I'm gonna take this guy. I'm gonna take armor 2 at evens, and then I'm gonna step back.
Okie
Right,
doke.
okay.
Go for it.
Come on.
I hit 9, AC 9.
You definitely hit him.
Come on.
And then I believe it's
66 damage.
2d6 plus 3, is it? Oh yeah.
What's your strength bonus?
Can you just double check on my sheet? I think it's plus 3.
1 second. Where will I find that?
Oh yes.
If you're 30
+3.
strength, it's +3, and you've not got 35.
He's got 31 strength.
Oh, bad rolls. So 6 and a 6% chance of a bash special effect.
Okay.
Nope.
Armor 2 has taken 6 points of damage.
And then step back 1.
Okay, and you step back 1 to there. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Kyūryū-
Yanagi.
Kyūryū notices he's backing away from the fight. Where are you going?
Step forward 1 and punt.
Okie doke.
If I'm able to shout to Kyūryū about the face that's just appeared behind us, I'll say, I'm getting the back. What's in your back?
Hang on a second. Let's move that.
Yeah,
to
Oliver noticed the
back.
face, but Kyūryū hasn't.
So that is a hit, yes. For Yanagi.
Oh, must be.
How much damage to Ashigaru 17?
Bless you.
Eight.
8. Flat.
Come on.
Ashigaru 17 goes down to Yanagi. And the sergeant and the troops then have their secondary attacks. So Sergeant Shigahide will strike at Ashigaru 1-2. Please, somebody.
Seven.
Right, so Shigahide's BCS is 16. That's halved, it's 8. No, he'd only hit AC 1 on that, so that is not enough. He will probably... No, he can't move and strike on a secondary. Drat. Okay, so that's the sergeant. Katsumori.
Somebody else want to roll for him? There we go.
Misses.
18, that's going to miss on a secondary.
Now, one thing I forgot on the primaries was Gomi.
Oh,
Would the
yeah.
party tactician care to tell me what Gomi would do with his spear? He can raise it, which gets rid of his area of contact and rush forward, but then he'd have to lower it again.
Kind of feel like he could rush this guy in the back, Kinzo's guy. Got a nice opportunity there. These three are distracted by these guys. I reckon he's got a nice run at the back of him. What do you think, boys?
Or he could step to there and go for this Ashigaru.
Or him?
He can half move to there and get that guy at -1 without... well, he'd be -1 for range, but +5 for flank.
Yeah, I reckon do
Same
that.
true for the Ashigaru 1-1, but you'd be getting him in the back
Yeah,
for a
True.
+10.
yeah, that's the thing. He's got him in the back. So I'm not trying to I'm not trying to take Kinzo's Budo. Obviously, that's not what it's about here. But tactically, I think that's quite an easy kill to get somebody that in the back. Any chance to get somebody in the back. His back's undefended. I reckon Gomi pops in there, pap on him.
Okay.
If my player suspicion is true, then yeah, I think they would probably almost certainly go for that one.
Or he could concentrate on his mates.
Yeah, true.
But his mates have been
I
assholes to him. Here's the thing,
I
Dave.
think he would probably go for 1-3.
Here's the thing, Dave. The other guys were being assholes to him, and we are not. We're being nice to him, so he might
You were keeping your distance.
No, we were not. We were nice to him. We were nice to Gomi. Weren't we, lads?
Dave, he stabs with a thrust into the back of 1-3 because he's
Fair
the
enough.
closest opponent.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't-
Okay. So
it wouldn't be the back on
1-3 it is.
1-3 though. It would be the side on 1-3 is the thing. It would be the
Yeah,
back on
it's-
1-1.
It's flank of 1-3, so he's +4
Yeah.
to hit him,
If
-1 for range, +5. So
If we're talking
and-
tactically, what's the best? I think the back at Ashigaru 1-1. I think the back of the one on Kinzo is the best tactically. Like,
Well, Kinzo's fighting that guy, and Tim said not that one. so they can't
Gomi
do-
Fair enough.
probably sees Kinzo's lost his temper and doesn't want to upset him.
yeah.
So he will stab 1-3. So please roll for Gomi to hit.
Tim, you can roll it.
He misses.
I rolled a 19.
Yes, he does actually.
Unlucky.
Which is about right, because he can't make up his mind which one to stab, so in the end he stabs nobody.
Fine. Yeah.
yeah.
It
that's-
hits
I
an armor
think so.
class of -2. Even with all his bonuses.
That's a sick child.
Okie doke. So that's it. You've rolled for Katsumori. Yes?
Yes, he missed us.
We've done Shigahide, Kanawa. we haven't got to yet. So, Yoshitani on a secondary.
Where's Yoshitani? Where's down here? I'll let somebody else get it.
He'll strike the same one as before.
14. It's going to miss on a
14.
secondary, isn't it?
That's a miss. And, well, Kagemichi is going to end up there, kind of. And the person he was about to attack has
Who's
collapsed.
Kagemichi?
So, never mind. Kagemichi is there.
Oh, this one, yeah.
Righty-ho. I think that's all the troops. We then have Lord Kanawa has another primary action on Armor 1. Primary attack. Or Lord Kanawa, please.
Yeah,
Sorry, Kinzo. Sorry.
Roll a d10.
No. Dave, the 9 came up first. We have to take the one that came up first.
Sorry.
It's only fair.
The 9 is a successful hit.
That's all right. At least the dice do roll ones.
Yeah, at least we can actually. They're capable. That's nice to see.
Only when it knows it won't matter.
When it doesn't
Only
count,
knows.
when it doesn't count.
Okie doke. Well, Lord Kanawa does a d6 plus 4 lethal, please.
Come
Baka,
on.
please roll a d6 and add 4.
9.
9. Ooh, nice one. That triples the damage this guy's taken. And then we have the Bandit's secondary action phase. Sorry, that guy had got his weapon out, so he's
Starting at
no
the top
longer
again.
unarmed. Starting at the top. So, this guy got his weapon out, is no longer unarmed, but he can't step back. So he's attacking at -1. And misses. Versus Katsumori. Over to the right. D20. That's a miss. Ashigaru 1-2 on Sergeant Shigehide. Is a miss.
Miss.
Armor 4 on Lord Kanawa. I won't bother rolling will saving throws unless I absolutely need to.
Yeah, miss on a
Is a
secondary.
miss.
Yeah. Come on.
Armor 1 on Lord Kanawa. Is a miss on a secondary. I'm not doing very well here. Get
some background sounds from you, Graham.
Ashigaru 2-1 on Yoshitani. That might be worth looking at. So
yeah.
2-1. Well, will saving throw first of all. No. So 2-1. His BCS is that. Halved is that. No. With the distraction, definitely not. 1-6. Oh no. What's the 17 on? Would somebody care to look up the fumble table for armed combat and tell me what a 17 is? Something not very nice.
Receiving a successful disarm attack of the removed weapon form.
Flipping heck. Right, so he gets a, is it a deafness saving throw to try and hold on?
I believe so, yeah.
Deafness saving throw. Nope. And I believe it goes direction 6, where 1 is northeast. So direction 5 is straight backwards. And it's a D3 yards.
I think so.
Ends up 2 yards behind him. So we now have 1-6 is unarmed. Oh, my apologies. He was unarmed already. What was I talking about? Who did he hit before? No. In which case, I will assume that I will take the worst case option and assume he accidentally knocks the guy next to him is also unarmed. So both of them are now going to have to, I apologise for this. hidden under the name of Ashigaru 2-1 was already an unarmed symbol, so I shouldn't have been rolling for it. Okie doke. Coming on further south, we have a guy in armor versus Kyūryū. Is it worth it?
Haha.
Not another one.
Haha.
Okay, what's a... Oh no!
Haha. Is that bad?
What's an eye?
What's a 19 on the fumble table?
Isn't that an eye?
Has he stabbed his own eye out?
Armed combat fumble.
Oh, maybe not.
It's armed break weapon.
He's broke his sword.
It's a strength saving throw, Dave, not a deafness saving throw.
Oh, it's a strength saving throw.
Yeah,
Well, a 10 is still a fail.
Some people.
Right. All right. Show off.
He broke his sword.
The second attack on Kyūryū is a miss. Ashigaru 2-8 on Baka. He's at -1 for range. And is a miss. And that's it. Kosa.
I've been looking around, what's going on.
You've been looking around. Fair enough.
And dodging arrows.
The Ronin used his full action to issue orders and call in his people. Right. Kyūryū. You are no longer stunned, and you are facing a guy holding the hilt of a wakizashi and looking extremely surprised.
Yeah. I'm going to...
He'd obviously kind of swung it over his shoulder to get a blow on you, and the blade flying past from the disarmed guy to his left broke it. I mean, that shouldn't happen, but it did.
Can I make step 1 and attack on a secondary? I can't step 1.
It's not a secondary, is it?
Oh yeah, I've got two. I get a primary on my second action, so I can step forward and make an attack, can't I?
On a primary, you can take a combat action. You can move 1 yard before or after the attack and make an attack.
Yeah, so that means that it's right, Graham. We are feeding back through. Have you got speakers on, mate? You need to turn it down if you have.
Yeah. Okay. No, it's coming out of the same system. I'll turn it off.
Yeah. So
Sorry,
if I move to there, that means that he's in optimal range for me, but I'm not in optimal range for him now. Correct?
Oh, you're in optimal range for him as well, because he's now unarmed.
Well, he is unarmed, yeah, but still, I'd rather be in optimal range for me. So I'm going to move to there, and I'm going to take a wee punchy punch at him.
What a surprise!
That's not going to hit him on a secondary. Oh, it's a primary.
On a primary.
Yeah, 18.
He is one of the guys in armor, and he is armor class 5.
I don't think that hits him. What's my BCS?
Probably 22.
Yeah,
that's a
21,
miss.
I think. Tell me was BCS is 22.
Yeah, so you'd only hit AC 4.
4.
He's AC 5.
Yeah, I've missed by 1 there. That's a shame.
He doesn't think so.
Yeah, no doubt.
Kinzo.
Attempt to biff the guy.
Let's go.
Okie doke, go for it.
Oh, that'll do it. Oh wait, it's a secondary, isn't it?
Well, you rolled a 10. What's your BCS?
I've hit armor class 5.
You've hit armor class 5. Oh, you've got a.
Tim's got it
You've done a
macroed.
macro for your secondary as well.
Tim's got it all macroed,
Well, of
mate.
course.
He's all macroed up.
Him and his 1 remaining hit point are no longer 1 remaining hit point, and he collapses to the ground.
Nice, Tim.
Gracefully? Maybe? Very
I'll
good.
teach you to try and stick me with your pig sticker.
Well, the guy facing you from the other side of the tent will take that on board. Baka,
Let's go.
you have a secondary, I believe.
Secondary. Yep.
This guy has got to about there.
Oh, so he's still in perfect range. Cool.
Yes.
But he is AC'd. Can I change target? Can I like continue my swing round and get the other guy with my secondary?
Yes.
The one without armor.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool.
You're picking it up and dropping it, aren't you?
Oh,
Or kind
question
of
is,
swinging it over your head and bringing it down on him.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Should have gone for the armored one. Yeah. So AC 5.
Come on, Baka.
Well, yes. You definitely hit him. Please roll your damage.
10.
It staggers him.
Baka.
And there is a 10%
There's
chance it may do more than stagger him.
No.
Okie doke. Yanagi can't actually do very much.
Hmm.
And then on to Harumi. Does the Mystic Jingle Jangle. And... what have you done, Harumi?
Okay, let me just. We're dropping mud
Yes.
right there. So let's see if we get this off. Yes, we do.
Come on.
Nice.
So you are putting a 2
Mud.
or 7 hex mud area,
Right
correct?
around there. Yep.
I would point out you have seen the route Lord Kanawa is taking, haven't you?
Yeah, this will still be pretty well safe.
He
through
can
here.
take one side step, he'll be
He
fine.
can take a sidestep and go.
Yeah, exactly, Harumi. Don't you worry about him. He'll be fine. He's a big boy.
So basically there, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, fair enough. Righty-ho. Knock off your mana.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was a mud spell that's been cast, for which you get Shugendo at the end of the day. And that is the end of that round.
I wish that was. Unfortunately, there is a charge coming my way.
Oh, true, there is, yes. And he gets to there and unleashes an attack on you.
Oh.
It's
That's
a secondary.
looking promising.
It's a
No,
secondary.
this
though.
is,
Yeah.
it's a charge attack, so
Oh,
it's
so
his
it is,
primary
yeah,
attack.
so it is.
This is
Okay.
gonna hurt.
Mm-hmm.
AC, so his right. Okay. Does he make a will saving throw? What did I roll? A 7. No, that's not a will saving throw. Okay, so he's -1, which drops his BCS to 15. He rolled a 7, and that is, unless you're armor class 8, that's a hit.
You rolled 10, but it's still AC 4. He's hit. Oh no! Well, I'm AC 4. The 10 was for the will save, wasn't it? The 7 was for the will save. The 10 was for the hit.
Yes. A 10.
Plus one to hit as well, because he's charging, doesn't he?
Yeah. So basically, he's -1 for the distraction. Sorry, -2 for the distraction because there's another guy there. Drat. So that yes, I know. So that drops his BCS from 16 down to 14. We then add +1 for the charges, 15. And he rolled a 10, so hits AC 5. Which
Yeah, that's good
just
enough.
hits you.
Yeah.
Okie doke.
I think you
Unlucky,
originally
mate.
said his skill was 15, and so I was getting excited.
Well, it's 15 after deducting the 1 for the distraction. Unfortunately, it's
Oh,
2 distractions, so it'd be 14. But then
And
plus
is
one
it
for the
ma-
charge, which takes it back
But does
up to
Matt
50.
hit? So if he hits 4, then and I'm AC4, he'd hit anyway. So it's kind of redundant. Yeah, never mind. That's cool. Yeah, how much damage? One.
D6 plus 2. D6 plus 2. Be a shame if I rolled a 6. Oh, I didn't.
Ooh.
Take 7 points of lethal.
Ouch.
Get that for you.
Yep. And also, no. We forgot to roll Gomi on his secondary because he's a trooper. Please roll Gomi. Secondary attack on 1-3 in the back.
Got that.
In the flank.
6.
No, not with his skill. So, next round, intentions. So people who are engaged will have to, unless they're going to turn and run or something, are going to have to stay engaged. Kosa, what are you planning on doing this next round? There's a
I'm gonna
Ronin with
retreat.
his back to you.
I know, I'm not seeking him on. I'm going to retreat out of this line of this arrow fire for a step.
Okay.
Once you're getting shot. On my own side.
Fair enough. I'm not sure is anybody else unengaged? Okay, that's fine. So, in that case, down from the top, Lord Kanawa will attempt to smite his foe. Please roll for Lord Kanawa.
Ooh, 9.
That's a hit. D6 plus 4 damage.
Oh, come on.
Ooh, 10.
Nice, Tim.
Nice one. This guy is obviously a professional. He's not sagging. Right. The Ronin on his base action phase. He is going to advance to take on Lord Kanawa, I think. Actually, no. He's going to go up to here. Or is he?
Turns
What's the
round and
most
attacks
threat at the
Kosa.
moment? There's 3 guys who've got disarmed over there, so there's obviously some extremely skilled warriors over there. His sidekicks are taking out the samurai. And he's under no obligation to attack the samurai. He will come south.
You'd have got him when you had the chance, Kosa.
Boom. 1, 2, 4, 6. Seven. There.
Ooh.
Okay.
He's coming for the boss.
Ah, yeah. Harumi, don't be nasty. Okay.
Why?
Get him, Harumi. Get him, Harumi. Do not listen to Dave. Be nasty.
Kinzo. There's some mad fool threatening you with a wakizashi, Kinzo.
That's all right, because I'm going to step forward and kick him.
Come on.
Fair enough. You step forward and kick him. You hit him.
7 damage.
Doing 7 points of damage. So far, undamaged.
Not anymore, he's not.
Okie doke. Well, he was undamaged. He isn't now. Right, the sergeant on his base action phase. I think we'll step to there and carry on hitting the guy in front of him. Please roll for the sergeant. Who's rolling for the sergeant?
17.
No, that's not going to hit. Kosa has run round that side of the tent. Fair enough. And you can see a guy heading in and obviously heading round the back of Baka. The bandit space action phase. Okay. Please, can I have... let's see.
How
we've
do
got
all these
1,
bandits
2,
go before me
3.
if I'm so fast?
It's all happening simultaneously on 10. But I'm... If you wish me to let you go first, O leader of the party,
No, just
not that you're
just
showing any
wondering.
ego here.
Just wondering.
Anyway, please can I have right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Can I have 4 luck rolls, please?
I'll get one.
I'll get one.
I'll take one.
Okay. North, please.
Oh shit, I rolled 4d6. Ignore mine, I'll do mine again.
No, I'll take the first 3.
Okay,
So you
fair.
got lucky. Then you had none. Then you had 1 unluck.
No,
Okay.
ignore the unluck because that was me rolling a second time. Or you could take the 4 of them, that's 4 rolls, yeah. So
That's 4 rolls.
one good luck,
North,
one bad
south,
luck.
east, west. So north, nobody heard.
Oh,
South,
thank God.
1 heard. East,
What?
2 heard, except one of them got killed. West, 1 heard. So nobody heard to the north. 1 heard to the south. So
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah. What's killing them? Bit curious about that.
We killed one.
there were 2 to the north, 2 to the south, 2 to the east, 2 to the west. You shot one of the ones to the east. This is the outer ring of 8, if you remember.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the ones to the south appears, but he is currently another 20 hexes off screen. So let me just mark that up. So that guy is currently 20 hexes off screen. So he pops up this turn, but doesn't come in. So we said 1 to the south, 2 to the east, but only the 1 to the east that's left is. So.
Oh no, they're gonna come up the back of Harumi and the archers.
Please roll percentile dice. Somebody.
Got it. 92.
3. Okie doke. So layer token, and he is also 20 off the screen. And we'll start running in next round. And then, so I said north, south, east, west. So 1 to the west. And so therefore that is that one. And he is also 20 off. Righty-ho. So that is the Act 3 or whatever coming in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There. Positioning himself for the next round. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 running in there. Actually, no, he's going to run into there. So he can close to engage the back. And so that is all the sentries coming in. Okay. Rest of the bandits, let's work down from the top. So, versus Katsumori. Ashigaru 1-3, please. Let's see how he does. A 6. So 1-3's skill is 16. So yeah, that would hit AC 10. Even with minuses 2, the Katsumori's only an AC 5. Yeah, he's only AC 5. So that is a hit, doing another 4 points to Katsumori, who's now not doing so well. Da, 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 da. One, 2 is what's 1, 2 going to do? Shigehide's going round him. He's going to step. He's going to step up to Shigehide and accept the -1. But so he's currently, yeah. So he'll accept the -1, but it allows space for his mate to get in behind him. So he will step into there. So Ashigaru 1-2 is currently on -1. Potentially, is it worth rolling? Ooh. Let's check. So Shigehide is AC 8.
I'm going to mute my mic for a bit because I'm eating crisps.
Does the guy make his will saving throw? No. So his base BCS for 1-2 is 16. Less 9 is 7. So he needs a 7 to hit and rolled a 1. Does that make it a critical? So if your BCS is 2 to 14, then a 1 is a critical. So that is a critical. So let's roll the critical on Shigehide. Oh, a 9. Is that double damage and special effect?
Yes, it is.
It's stunned.
No. This is
Sorry,
the
double
D10.
damage. Yeah. Sorry, yeah, double plus special.
Okay, the special effect is a 15.
Armor. It's arm disabled. 1 to 3 right, 4 to 6 left.
Okay, 1 to 3 right. Well, 1 to 3, it's the arm he's using. It's his other arm is disabled. Right.
2d10 critical.
Okay, so 2d10 critical. 13 critical.
What's the normal damage for the attack?
And the normal damage is d6 plus 1 doubled. So that's 4, 8. That's 21 points of damage on Sergeant Shigehide. Sergeant Shigehide suddenly went from looking not too bad to being in dire straits.
And he's had his arm mangled, so
Yes.
his deafness is reduced by 50%.
Ouch. So Sergeant Shigehide's, let's see. So deafness is reduced by 50%. That drops his base action phase down to 5 and his secondary action phase to 2. That's not good.
Right, he could have had his arm sliced off.
Yes,
Yeah,
indeed.
still, yeah.
Okie
I
doke.
mean, if you play the optional rule, there's a 21% chance the guy's cut his arm off.
I don't think so. So, Sergeant Shigehide is now on a 5. And his second reaction, let's add another one to him. Add turn, Sergeant Shigehide is on a 2 for his secondary. We'll get to that when we get to it. Ooh, that wasn't nice. And his mate, stepping in, rolls to hit, and that is 1-8. So, oh no, he doesn't stand a chance. Okie doke. The next we have is Ashigaru 2-9 on Kinzo. Try and kick me, would you? Well, I don't think I'll hit you. How about that? Is that acceptable?
It certainly is. I shall go easy on you then. If you believe that, you'll believe anything.
Okie doke. The two suits in armor. Harumi, would you enlighten us as to what mud does? I'm sure the listeners would love to hear.
Mud, where'd you go? Ah. It's an area of thick gray mud. It constitutes... Get out of the way. Here we go. It constitutes treacherous ground. Moreover, a character falling in the mud must make a strength saving throw to pull free of its tenacious hold before they may stand up. Unconscious characters falling face down in the mud can drown.
Fair enough. So both the two armored guys are at -1 in their strikes on Lord Kanawa. And unfortunately, they are not Bakemono trying to break a gate down, so don't have to make speed saving throws to stay on their feet. Okie doke. And they don't realize they're in mud until this action phase. This is the first one where they try and move and suddenly find they are in mud, so they can't move out this round. So, Lord Kanawa. First attack on Lord Kanawa. Let's see whether it's worth trying to make it. Oh no, we won't try and make a will saving throw. Second attack on Lord Kanawa. No. Righty ho. The Ashigaru will step forward and is now engaged, and therefore will strike at -1 at Lord Kanawa on top of everything else. Ooh.
Oh my.
Does he make a will saving throw? No. So he's -1 for the will saving throw. So that's Ashigaru 2-1. So his BCS is 13. -1 is 12. Minus Lord Kanawa's armor class, which is 9, drops it down to 3. Unfortunately, that is still a critical hit. So a 2, I believe, is just double damage. Correct? And therefore, does a massive 8 points of damage to Lord Kanawa. Who is somewhat irate that his target has run away. But they're doing their job. Okay. The two facing Yoshitani. One is going to close and attempt to grapple him. The other one is going to withdraw 1 hex and try and find a weapon. Oh yes, there's his mate over there. He can go and get it next time. So we'll have an attempted grapple on Yoshitani to try and tie him up. Aha! Yoshitani's armor is AC 5. That is not, I believe, a successful grapple. Let me just double check that on the level. So grapple capability, brawling oh, a 6. So no. So unfortunately, hasn't managed it. But never mind. This guy is going to step back 1, and this guy is going to step forward 1. And since he's unarmed, he can't attack you. But this
The
guy
Ronin can't move, Dave.
Oh, my apologies. My apologies. The Ronin moved in this time, didn't he? But he stepped back 1 in a hope of in actual fact, yes, he will step back 1 to there in the hope that Kyūryū will attack the Ronin. Okie doke. What else? There's nothing else going on over there. This guy is going to step 1 and get behind Kyūryū and attack him from the back. For God's sake. So 2-7 has a base BCS of 13. Plus 10 from behind makes it 23. He has no distractions, so that means he hits AC 5. Kyūryū, what's your armor class? Kyūryū? 5.
Well,
Well, what armor are you with?
He's AC 7.
That's what I thought. He's AC 4 plus his level. So, which makes him AC 7. So, unfortunately, we've missed him. Even from behind. And then this guy steps 1 to here and goes for Baka at -1. And that's 13, 12. Does he make his will saving throw? No. 11. Rolled an 8. Are you better than AC 3, Baka?
AC 4.
Ah! His sword scrapes off your armor. And the guy in armor will attempt to smite you.
This, on the other hand.
Does he make his will saving throw? No.
Ooh.
So his BCS of 16 comes down to 15. He rolled an 11. He hits AC 4.
Ah, so.
Which just hit you.
Yep.
Doing 5 points of damage.
Okay. That's 11, 18, I think I've taken. Okay.
Okie doke. And that guy moved round on his move. Sorry, did he move round on his move, or was that last turn? I can't remember.
This turn.
This turn he moved. Okay. Righty-ho. And that is the Bandit space action phase. We now go, unfortunately, onto the tank. Sorry, Kyūryū, oh mighty lord of the party.
I'll pause from my ice cream to step forward and hit this guy. So I'm not going to do as he wishes and go for the Ronin. I'm going to attempt to continue to hit him.
Okie doke.
I'm sure that's doing
Baka,
it.
is that you have taken 18 damage out of 27?
Yes, you have.
Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's 18. 18 out of 33, mate.
18 out of 33?
Yeah,
Okay,
you've got 33 hit points.
Yeah, and you are about to face three opponents next round.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Dave, could
Yes.
you move Ashigaru 27 and 1 to his northwest?
There. Because he closed up.
Yeah, because as Kyūryū moves forward, he moves.
True, he
That
moves
way,
forward
right.
with him. Yes. Because it's simultaneous. Okie doke. So, that was Kyūryū rolling a d20. Well, you hit him. Do you want to roll your damage, Kyūryū?
I think it's that +5. So 7.
7. He's wobbling. Wobbling quite badly. But, you know, he's a weeble. So he's not
We
going
need
to
some
fall
people to
down.
put down.
And on the troops, on their base action phase. So, coming down from the top, we have Gomi trying to stab Ashigaru 1-3 in the back. I think he would go another one in that direction. Step, and now he's at optimum range, but still in flank. So he's a net +5 to hit. So please roll for Gomi. Now he's definitely an amateur at this. He's poking the guy and not getting anywhere. Katsumori, on the other hand, will strike. I hope. And that's a
Yep.
hit. Roll your damage, d6 +1.
Oh,
2
2.
points. Not doing too well. Sergeant Shigahide is not doing very well. I think he will have to step back to here and strike at the one to the north. Will he or will he not? He can't head to there because that would put Lord Kanawa at a disadvantage. That puts it. That one would put him on treacherous ground. He's going to have to step back and hope the archers can get him out of trouble. So he will strike at Ashigaru 1. No, he can strike at Ashigaru 1-8, but at -1, and that's the guy who's
He
been
struck
cutting down.
first and then stepped.
Yes, he can. So yes, he could strike at Ashigaru 1-8 and then step back. So please strike.
Hold on, Dave, before you do. Has he got both hands on his katana?
No, he's using a wakizashi.
Oh, that's fine. Okay. In that case, he's only at -2 because he's got a disabled limb.
Yes. So in that case, please strike at. No, he hasn't actually hit Ashigaru 1-8 yet, so he will go for Ashigaru 1-2. So please roll to hit. Oh no. Sergeant Shigahide is in real trouble. On a 14, what's that on the fumble table? Go on, somebody enlighten us. The sergeant is not doing well. What's a 14 on the fumble table?
Don't know how to hand
Fall
him.
down and stun.
He falls down and is stunned.
Stunned and prone.
Prone and stunned.
Ouch.
So that puts him out for the rest of this round, and
And he's laying on the ground.
he's laying on the ground.
No, night.
And he also, yeah, that's not good. Okay, coming further south, we've done Lord Kanawa. So Yoshitani, I believe we'll step back one and strike, because that guy's at optimum range. So a roll for Yoshitani on his unarmed victim.
I'll let somebody else roll.
That's very generous of you, Kinzo.
Yeah, I'll roll it.
Go on, Brian.
A 14 for Yoshitani. His BCS with the katana is only 13, so that's a miss.
Just figures.
Right, Kagamichi.
We might be in a bit of trouble here, boys.
100%, mate. 100%.
I think we'll probably go for that guy.
Graham, you're not wrong, mate.
So 1, 2, 3, he can go for that guy. Given he's facing that direction, he's getting him in the flank.
I'm glad to see he's going for that guy, because numbers are getting a bit heavy around me, like.
Okay. Please, would you roll for Kagamichi?
I'll get him. 12.
Given it's in the flank, that is a hit. D6 plus 1 damage.
Good man, let's go. 6 damage.
Nice.
6 damage. The guy is on his last legs, but he's not down yet. And we haven't yet done your archers, have we? So who are the archers going for? Are they going for Ashigaru 2-1 again? Because they're going on the same time as, unfortunately, the sergeant
nice
falls
roll.
over.
Nice rolling, mate.
That's 2 hits.
Nice.
Yeah,
Could the first one be a crit?
No. Their hand Q BCS. That's the first one is Haruyori. His BCS is 16.
All right.
we needed some good rolls. I'm proud of you, Nick. And solid on the damage as well.
13. Unfortunately, that guy hadn't been injured before, and therefore that isn't sufficient to actually do any knock him over.
He's going to be thinking twice now, though. He's got a couple of arrows on the side of the ribs.
Oh yeah. 'Cause unfortunately, he's out of point blank range. Righty ho. I believe that's it for the troops. So it's over to Baka.
Right. I might be wrong here. But if I would step back 1 to this spot here, that puts this guy in my engagement range, which means he can no longer pose to engage. Is that correct?
Correct. He'd have to move. I could only move forward 1.
Great. In that case, I'm going to take a hit at 2-8 and then step back 1. So I'll do that first.
Okay,
That's big game in it. You're playing it like chess now, Graham. I love it.
I'm having to because this is getting
It's getting
bloody
hairy.
scary.
You're right, mate. You're right.
That hits 82. Probably not good enough.
2-8 is a armed, so he's 83.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you step back to there now, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, Yanagi is currently unengaged. Does he wish to charge armor guy, or he could charge this guy?
Either, please.
Yeah, let's get him in the flank of this guy.
It would charge the guy at the bottom of the screen.
Oh, this guy.
This guy. Yep.
Yeah, cool.
Because
Can he
that
reach
guy
him?
can step forward 1 and hit Baka in the back next round at -1.
He's got an
Well, the
exact.
point is that when he decides what to do, he doesn't quite know what Katamishi, the other Ashigara, is going to do. So he goes for the man who's on furthest from the action, as it.
Yeah, he's got
Okay.
the direct straight
Thanks,
line on him
2,
currently.
4, 6. He only needs a BMA of 4, so Yanagi can quite easily charge and get to there.
Nice.
In actual fact, he could charge and get to there and get the guy in the flank. Because he can get a straight line.
And be out of Baka's engagement range.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That will happen on 2. Okay. It's no longer the sergeant and troops secondary action phase, it's the troops secondary action phase. Okay, Katsumori on Ashigaru 1-3. Strike him, Centurion, very roughly. Actually, no, let's do Gomi first, shall we? Gomi secondary action
Yeah,
phase.
you always forget Gomi. Let's get Gomi done.
So Gomi
Yes.
first.
Unlucky.
Is a miss. He continues on his winning streak. And then
Gomi's
we
a
go for
spy the
Katsumori.
enemy.
So who's running for Katsumori?
I'm rolling something else at the moment, so somebody else
I
can
was
do the
running for him
rest.
earlier, so I'll keep going.
Okie doke. That's not a hit. Sergeant Shigehide is out. Lord Kanawa is not on that. So we have Yoshitani, who has his unarmed opponent.
You want another one?
Please.
Yes, Yoshitani, please.
That's all right.
And Kagemichi.
Someone else want to get this one.
I'll get this one. I'm good.
2 misses. I'm not going for a third.
15.
Okay, not doing too well.
Not at all, lads. Not at all.
Lord Kanawa on his primary action phase. His secondary primary action phase.
Someone's got to have some luck.
I'll give it a roll.
Go on, Brian. Oh, mate!
The dice are not running
They are
your
not
way at
with
the
us
Oh,
moment.
tonight.
they're not on our side
No.
tonight, boys, eh?
Please roll another d20, Harumi.
Who pissed off the dice gods today, lads?
A
Who's to blame for
7.
this?
Is that a day's special effect? So he misses his next
Dazed
action.
himself.
So he basically misses his next action.
I'm not quibbling, but should that have been a D10? Or is it a D20 on a crit?
It's a d20 on the fumble table.
Yeah, okay, cool.
If you get a critical, you roll a d10 first to see how wonderful the critical is.
Ah, right, yeah.
With a d20, with a fumble, you just roll a d20. Okay, Bandit's secondary action
Fumbling,
phase. Well, the one facing Kinzo will try and dissuade him from kicking him again and fail. The one facing Katsumori likewise and fail. The Ashigaru 1-2. Will he try and kill the sergeant or not?
Don't pull your punches, Dave. Don't pull your
The
punches
answer
with
to that,
experience.
Dave, is yes, he will.
He
Because
will.
if he gets captured,
Yeah.
he's going to be executed.
He's a bandit,
So
mate.
definitely.
He's not a man of
So-
honor. He's a bandit.
In that case, he will attempt to strike him on the ground. And given the fact that he's on the ground and passive, that will hit.
Well, R.I.P.
Doing
to the
another
sergeant.
7 points of damage. Ashigaru 1-8 will also try and hit the sergeant on the ground. And that is also a hit. Doing 5 points of damage.
Fuck.
Dave, you're using up all the good rolls. Stop it.
Yes, but I'm using it up on.
Oh, the dice gods love Dave. They always do. It doesn't matter if he's a player or a GM. He's always the dice god's favourite. I don't know what he's done. Like, sold this soul or something.
Okie doke. So the sergeant, it looks like an ex-sergeant.
Oh.
Yep. Okay, the suits of armour against Lord Kanawa. First one. And second one. Both miss. The Ashigaru on the fringes against Lord Kanawa. No. Even with the fact that he's dazed, he's an AC 9, so that guy misses. Then, unarmed guy can try kicking. No, you can't kick with a brawling attack, can you? You've got to close in, so he can't do anything on Yoshitani. The guy in armor is going to attempt to grapple Kyūryū.
Oi! Get away from me, you prick.
And successfully grapples Kyūryū.
Oh shit.
Oh, hang on a second, no.
Do I not have a save against
Your
that
armor
or something?
class...
It's 7.
No, he hasn't.
My
No,
armor class
he
is
hasn't
7.
grappled you.
Thank you.
Would you like a counter attack?
Oh yes.
Come on,
Well,
Hugh.
you can punch it because
Oh,
he's
do I-
missed his attack.
Do I get a counter attack on that? A free counter attack?
With a Temiwaza, do you? Oh, true,
Yes,
because he's
it's
in
a
close
higher
combat.
form of unarmed combat.
True, yes. So you do get an Temiwaza on him.
And this is totally free outside of my turn. I get an extra attack, yeah?
No, I'm going to charge you your next attack, of course, but actually, no, I'm not. It's a free attack. Go on.
Hey, you hate being nice to me, Dave. Right, let's go. An 11? That's gonna fuck him up.
It counts as a primary at the moment, does it?
Yes,
Oh, yes, because you have 2 primaries anyway. So,
Yeah.
yes, that hits him.
that's gonna fuck him right up.
Splat.
Come on, Hugh.
A splat!
Yes.
That's 11 damage.
He lunges towards you, straight into your Yawara.
Yes.
We needed that.
That's why I'm the boss.
Okay. So that is armor 3. Okie doke. Okay. And then we have Ashigaru 2-7 will try and strike you in the back.
This
Oh, for crying out loud!
Kyūryū is
Nope.
blessed. Don't even try it. You just signed your own death warrant, mate.
I'm sorry, they all have death warrants.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
But it's gonna be personal with him. I'm gonna stick my Yawara up his.
okay, only one of the 3 around Baka can actually get a secondary attack on you, and that's even that one's at -1. And is a miss. So the secondaries for the okay, Kosa. You surveyed the scene this round. You can see what's going on. Ronin.
It's time to do something, mate. Come on, we need all hands on deck
is-
here.
Sorry, moved too far this round, therefore doesn't get his secondary action. Kyūryū.
Kosa, you need to be charging in the back of this guy, mate. The time is now. Like, right, Kyūryū is going to.
Turn on step 1.
Yeah, but I'm just wondering who I'm going to attack. Because if I turn and step,
You could step to there and hit this guy in the back.
100% going to. That's what I was thinking. Because if I turn and face him, I'm still in his side facing, so he's still going to be punching me in the side facing. So if I move to there and attack this guy, it's still if this guy
You're
decides
attacking
to come up,
you'll be attacking him from the back,
yeah.
but punching him through a flank facing because you are currently facing that way.
But I
aren't
can
you?
move and turn.
Oliver, you can't actually move that far because you moved 2 hexes, not 1.
Oh, right, yeah. So I can move to there. Sorry, where was I?
Yeah.
I was there.
Yes, you were there.
So I can
yeah.
move to there.
Yep.
Can I turn? I can turn.
You can turn to face that way, which puts you against the. Yes, you can turn that way.
I'm still hitting him in the back. That's
Okay.
plus 10. Let's go. Let's break the guy's spine. Let's go. Is that a crit?
Don't think so.
With plus 10?
But let's check and see.
DCS is
Shall
22.
we? So you are in the rear facing, so you're plus 10.
32.
Dumpty dum. No, he's not disabled or anything like that. So basically,
I'm sorry to say, Dave, but that's actually a crit.
Come on.
it is a crit.
Yes.
Rats. Oh,
Yes,
25 to 34. True, yes. Damn. That's a crit. Roll a d10. Roll a d10.
Is that good?
No. It's awful.
Good for me.
It's bloody
That's
good.
triple damage, isn't it?
And special effect.
Ah, yes. Come on. What do I roll for the special effect? 1d10?
No, roll a d20.
D20. 12.
Knocked down and stunned.
Knocked down and stunned. Plus triple damage.
Okay, hang on. So he's knocked down, he's stunned, he's disarmed, and he has triple damage.
Which is 24. You triple with the bonus, don't you? 3 plus 5 is 8. Tripled is 24.
Please note the big red X that
Yes!
went through that
Come on! Kyūryū
previous-
comes in clutch again, boys. You would be fucked without me.
that went through that previously undamaged. Oh dear. Oh dear.
There's that bloodlust that we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, there it is.
This guy's probably a part-time alchemist, trying to brew stuff up.
Ah, he's full-time dead now, look. Very nice.
Kyūryū's fists are dead.
Kinzo, this guy actually attacked you.
The other one tried. So I shall kick.
Go for it. You hit AC 1. No, he's better than AC 1, I'm afraid. Pardon?
That's fine. We know he's better than AC1 because he's a bandit scumbag.
Yes. Baka, please, would you decide what you're going to do? Well, what are you going to do?
A secondary hit on armor 2.
Come on, Baka.
Go for it.
You've got my back.
There you go.
You've
Roll
got
well
my
here.
back.
No, he's got your Baka, please.
Oh no, Baka! What are you doing? What are you doing, man?
I didn't touch that.
After that-
it's not my dice.
After the clutch round I've just had, how can you let me down like this?
Roll another d20, Baka, and you really want to roll a 1 to 5.
Well,
There we go.
There we go.
Okay, you thought that he'd fumbled, but he was really just taunting the guy.
He was just off
I'm
balance.
just waving my stick around trying to keep those two at range at the moment.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. That's what.
Stay back, stay
He was
back.
just waving the stick around and he lost his balance a wee bit and almost fell over.
And then Harumi.
Come on.
Okay. Let's just double check.
Harumi, my girl, let's go.
So this guy, I don't like he's creeping up on the boss. In comes 2 darts.
What range are you at?
Ah, no, don't move me. That's within range.
So you're 16 hexes?
15 and a half.
15 and a half.
15 and a half. What's your strength saving throw?
No. It's darts of whatever school she
It's
is.
a spell. It's a spell. He's
Yeah.
not throwing darts. It's a
Magic
spell.
dart.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
sorry.
Magic
I'm getting
darts.
confused.
Dart
Yeah, my
of water.
apologies.
It's one miss and one hit.
Okie doke.
I would.
Well done, Harumi. Well done.
Nice one. So, what damage does that do? Or
Plus
does it?
2.
What's the effect?
It's D6 plus 2 stun.
Does he not have a save versus a stun?
Does he get a saving throw against it?
I think he does.
Let me just look at the dirt.
If
Oops,
I recall
not soil.
correctly.
Water.
I will roll a d20 just on the off chance. And I don't believe an 8 is a save for him. Let me just check and see.
It's a deafness.
It's the average of deafness and speed is a saving throw.
Well, for him, that would be a 7.
Ha
And he rolled an 8. So, he failed his saving throw and therefore takes how much damage?
And actually, the 15 it makes my BCS on the spell.
But he's armor class 3.
Yeah,
True.
you've got to take his armor class
Yeah.
into account.
Yeah. So it is
Come on.
plus 2, so 7.
Right, Brian,
Hang
you
on,
used
hang on.
4 points of power because 1 hit and 1 missed.
Yep.
Which is why arrows are better, because they hit
Well,
more often.
I don't have arrows yet.
I know you don't.
Oh, did you
Okay.
kill that guy? Come on.
Oh, the guy has just suffered 2 arrows and a dart in the same round.
Proud of you, Harumi. Well done.
Righty ho. So that is 2-1.
Unagi's charge.
You got your Nagi's.
We then have Yanagi's charge.
Come on, Unagi, don't let me down.
You took the words right out
Go
of my
for
mouth,
it.
Graham.
Sorry?
You took the words right out of my mouth.
I would just roll a 20, so I can't roll. Come on. Better than that.
Come on. 15. No, 13 was first.
13.
Okay, so that's a 13. What's his BCS? Sorry, what is he using? Is he using a Temiwaza or something?
Temiwaza, I assume.
In which case he would be charging to that
His
position.
base BCS or his raw BCS? Sorry, I can never remember. Raw is 18, base is 20.
Base is 20, so it's his base BCS.
So 20.
So
It's armor class
so
5.
it's, that hits AC 5 plus
It's in the back
5
or
for the
or
flank.
Yeah,
Plus
yeah,
one plus 1 for charging, so that hits it.
Smashes
So
it.
please
Yes,
roll your damage, and presumably he's strong enough to add +1 for adding his
no, he's
BMA
not.
to his strength. He's not.
No, he's not. He's on a straight D6 plus 2.
D6 plus 2 then, please.
4.
Okay. Previously undamaged, and suddenly he's lost interest in attacking Baka from the rear.
Excellent.
Ooh, thank you.
Excellent.
Okay. So I
Oh,
believe
looking great.
I don't think we've got anybody unengaged at the moment, have we?
The running.
The Ronin is unengaged, and I know who he's going for.
Ashigaru 1-8.
Well, Ashigaru 2-1 is unengaged, and I know what he's doing. And Ashigaru 1-8 is still just within Shigehide's contact range.
I thought
Oh,
he was
no, my
on the floor
apologies.
and
True, he's on the floor, so Ashigaru 1-8 is unengaged. Ah, he can run round behind the samurai. And that guy's probably
Where's
going to turn his
1-8?
attention
Sorry,
to-
I've lost 1-8.
1-8
1-8
here.
there. having disposed of the sergeant, one's going to turn north to Katsumori, and the other one's going to run round behind the samurai. Given the choice, you will always attack them from the back.
Is the sergeant actually dead then?
Yeah.
The sergeant is currently on -2. So it looks like he's bleeding out. Okay.
This lord's got fucking blood on his hands. Idiot.
Well, it's unfortunate that the bandits scored such nasty critical hits on the sergeant.
Very.
Yeah, they slashed his arm, then they smashed him to the ground.
And he fumbled, didn't he?
No, he didn't.
No.
The Lord did not see him fumble. It is obvious that his arm has been slashed by the enemy, and they presumably smashed him to the ground as well. And
all right, just because it says he fumbled in my notes.
Anyway, you do not castigate people for the perils of combat. Instead, you give them due honor for falling in battle. Rightio. So, in this next round, then we will start with Lord Kanawa, who suddenly loses his day.
Dave, are there any more sentries to come in?
Yes, and they will
Whose
come in
side
on
are you
their turn.
Whose side
Okay,
are you
just
on?
When we get to the bandit space action phase, we will then roll to see about other sentries coming in. Because the ones who are coming in have started shouting as well. Righty-ho, so Lord Kanawa, who's going to roll for Lord Kanawa?
We're not rolling for him this time because he's coming out of stun.
He came out of his
Losing
stun.
his
Yes,
stun.
I took the marker off. In that case, on the Ronin is going to step forward to there and slash at Kyūryū at -1.
+5.
Yes, because you are
+4.
facing this direction, aren't you?
Yep. Well, don't know. Can I turn to face him? The guy I was fighting is dead.
On your action phase, certainly.
He's on 11 and I'm on 10. Better.
Yes, that's the point in getting your stats up.
Yeah.
Oh, for crying out loud, Mr. Ronin, what are you thinking of? No, that even with the +4, that misses. Oh dear. So Kinzo,
Step forward and
punch the bastard. Yes.
Get up, Kinzo.
Okie doke. Yes, you've hit
I'm
him.
lucky with that damage.
You do
roll,
another
mate.
3 points of damage. Okie doke. He's still there, but not happy. The sergeant doesn't do anything. Hang on, I may as well take that off him, off the sheet, because
that was at 5 anyway. We're not at 5 because he's reduced.
yeah, I know. I didn't resort.
You don't even need to resort them, by the way. Do you know you can just drag one down? You just grab it. You can drag it.
Yeah, but I've taken them off anyway.
Sweet.
So Kosa, what do you wish to do? Would I be right in thinking you're charging somebody in the back?
Come on, it's about time. You're getting your wages docked if you don't.
I don't think so.
Oh, we're having words after this, Kosa.
Fine, I don't care. That'll do. I may move an extra one if number 228 moves. Or I may follow a bit further.
2-8 is, as you move forward, you can see 2-8 is moving forward 1. Okay, he's closing with Baka, or trying to.
I'll move an extra one further forward.
You're not kind of moving up to engage. No. All right. Fine.
I don't need GPS.
Okie doke.
I don't want to get into Baka's. Be distracted to Baka.
Well, no. If
no,
you
you're not.
step-
Baka's
you
not as
step-
honourable as you are, being a filthy Yakuza. Feel free. Feel free.
I'm fine, thank you. I'm fine. I'm happy with what I'm doing.
Okie doke. Over to the
That's
bandit.
why when you sneak up on him anyway.
Okay. Due to the ego, we will put Kyūryū before the bandit space action phase. How about that? Okay.
Ah,
So-
you don't need to do that.
Oh, I'm indulging you. Come on. So, Kyūryū, what are you going to do? You have corpses to the left of you, corpses to the right of you.
Yoshitani's there. I think he should come across to this guy. I'm going to try and tell him to come this way, and I am going to turn and fucking fight the big guy, the boss. Boss on boss.
No. You can step one.
Can I? I've not moved yet. Oh yeah, because I'm engaged.
Because
So-
you close to engage.
So where was I? Was I there?
You
Or
are
there?
engaged with his weapon. So you can step to here.
Okay, so it's -1,
Or
isn't it?
well, you can step to there. You can step to there if you wish, but
No.
that would put you on treacherous ground.
Yeah, but I'm on a -1 here. I'd be on a -2 there, wouldn't I?
You'd be -1 here. You'd be -2 there. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna move there and attack the boss.
Okie doke.
Now, I've already used my blessing from the Kami of the Well years ago. This would have been the time if I'd saved it.
I believe others still have that.
I believe Tim still has his. Kinzo still has his.
Okay.
14.
This guy is armor class 8.
Well, my BCS is 22. I hit armor class 8. Or -1. I've got
You're on
-1.
-1.
Oh,
You hit AC 7.
I hit AC 7. You're right.
Yeah.
Me.
Okay. Someone of your own metal. The bandit space action phase.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
like directly facing him now though.
Okay. This guy. So going down. So, okay. Let's do the external bandits first. So the bandits who are on the map. Sorry, off the map. That one runs forward and is now down to that 10 off the map, as is the one on this side.
Dave, I'm just stepping away from the computer for a short while.
No problem. And as is the one on the south, 10 off the map. Now, we still have 2 to the north, so can I have a luck roll to the north, please? Would somebody roll 3d6, please?
Yeah,
That's
got
it.
it.
There you go, Brian.
Okay. The other one didn't hear it. A luck roll to the west.
Got it. No, bad luck.
Yes. Another one here is on the west, or rather the other one here is on the west. And
I've got the south. Oh no, they're both coming in from the south anyway, aren't they?
no. One's coming in from the south at the moment.
Okay.
The other one that came in was the inner ring one from the south.
Balanced luck.
One bad, one good.
So that is one bad, one good means he heard a noise but thought it was something else. So to the south, no, another one doesn't come in yet. So he's 20 off. Fine. Okay, so one kind of pops out of the bush to the west. There are no more to come in from the east. And none so far on the north. And righty-ho. So, coming down, for the ones that are showing, coming down from the north, this guy is going to step one to here and can then attack at -1, but +5, +10 from behind.
Who are we looking at?
Sorry, that guy has stepped from there to there.
Sorry,
And that puts...
I missed that. Oh,
Sorry?
I see you.
Just there.
Yeah.
This guy has stepped into here, which puts him behind Katsumori, who's currently facing in this direction. Okie doke. So he will step in and launch an attack on Katsumori's rear. That is 3-2. And unfortunately, they are not as competent. So 13, 23. He's at -1, 22. Katsumori is armor class 5. So that's 17. Oh, just hit him. So d6 +1 on Katsumori, 7 points of damage. Katsumori is not looking well at all.
Where's Katsumori again?
Katsumori.
Oh yeah, this one.
Yeah. So with the sergeant down and Katsumori not looking well, you need Gomi to start coming into his own. Right. So this Ashigaru is being stabbed in the flank.
Get some background for you now, Brian.
He will carry on going for Katsumori because he can see that he's injured. And that's not enough to hit him. Ashigaru 1, I said he was going to turn and go to here. So that puts him basically there. So he's going for Katsumori as well. And that's not enough to hit him. This guy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, has he seen the arrows coming in? Because they've been going to the south of him. But the archers are visible, so D20. No! He did not see the arrows coming in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and turn to face the samurai ready to rush in behind him next round. Simultaneously with being shot with arrows, I think. Okay, but that's what he was going to do, and as he does it, he gets shot. Okay, so this guy is going to step 1 to get out of the mud. Tim, treacherous ground mud. Would he have to make a strength saving throw to move his feet out of it?
I believe so.
Do you think? Well, okay, in that case, he will attempt to make a strength saving throw as he moves his feet, or tries to move his feet. He casually steps out of the mud.
Oh, I'm glad that one was used for that.
Yes, indeed. And he will go for the samurai. And that's not a hit. The other one will also try and step out of the mud and fail. So goes for the samurai and misses. And the third guy is not there. So Oh, look, I'm no longer in anybody's engagement. He steps 1 to there, reaches down and picks up a wakizashi and is no longer unarmed. Okay.
Have you done your attack on Kinzo?
True, I haven't. My apologies.
That's all right, because otherwise, if you've done any damage.
He will step back. Okay, trying to fend you off with his sword and miss. Okie doke. Down to the south, life is getting interesting. The Ronin will step back 1 to here. And hit at Kyūryū.
No, he won't. He's been on
No?
11, hasn't he? He went on 11.
Ah, my apologies. My apologies. He won't step back to there till his next one. In actual fact, thinking about it, you get 2 primaries, don't you? So you will be closing up again. Oh, damn. So he doesn't do anything. This guy, is he going to support his boss or deal with the guy in his flank? He will turn to there so that he's no longer flanked and carry on supporting his boss. And roll at 1 for hitting. Now,
Ooh. This
let's
guy's
see.
attacking me.
Is this a critical?
Is that this guy here
This
attacking
is-
me?
Yes, that's 2-7. So his base BCS is 13. He's not in your flank. He's not.
Got a distraction, remember?
That's going to be a crit, Dave.
I think so.
Yep. You're not going to get him down to less than 2.
No, that is a crit. So in that case, the critical roll is a D10, which is a 7. Is that special effect?
Special.
Oof.
And the special effect is a 20. Go on, is it a 3? A 3?
Not
Have I
backyard
dazed
and
him?
dazed. Not backyard and dazed.
Okay. Right. Odd. He pushes you onto the treacherous ground. Even he pushes you the other way. So odd, treacherous ground. Yes, you get pushed back to there, and you are dazed. So let me move that to the back.
Yeah.
And
Still got to roll damage on me, I think.
and you are dazed.
You still take no damage.
So you only miss your next action.
What's the...
Still do your damage. Dave.
What's
And the
damage?
damage is a d6 plus 1, which is 5 points damage. Lethal.
Ouch.
And other people, suit of armor will step 1 to there to get into optimum range, and this guy will step 1 to there. Sorry.
Would you say 5 points of damage, Dave?
4 plus 1 is 5. Yes.
Yeah.
No, I said this guy was stepping forward. He steps forward 1 to there. So he's not at optimum range, but at least is still engaged. So suit of armor, trying to hit Baka. Misses.
Good.
The guy next to him, trying to hit Baka. Does he make a will saving throw? No. So he's -1, that's 12. On a 9, hits AC 3. No, it hits AC 2 because he's not optimum. So he misses Baka. And finally, the guy here is going to turn and try stepping back 1 and hitting Yanagi. And what's Yanagi's armor class?
17.
4, I would think.
4. Just enough to hit him. 3 points of damage on Yanagi. So that's the bandits. Simultaneously with the bandits, we have the troops. Gomi can now step 1 to here and get this guy in the back.
Come on, go me.
So, hang on, is it? No, it's still the flank, isn't it? Drat.
But then he can
My
step.
apologies.
He can step. Oh no, he's engaged, so he can't step one more. No, he's not engaged, is
He's not engaged.
he? He can step to here then.
So he can step 2 and get in the back. Yes, because he's
right.
engaging him rather than being engaged by someone else. Yes,
Oh
very,
yes!
very true.
He's rolled the crit, Dave. 1
Oh dear. What a
the-
waste of a crit.
in the back.
The guy's only got 7 hit points left.
Well, that should do it.
Okay, so roll a d10 for the critical.
Okay.
Double damage plus special.
1.
A 1 on the d10 is,
Also, it's just double damage.
is just double damage.
What is it?
Well, that's probably enough.
What we're rolling d6
He
is.
does. Where are we? Gomi. Using his spear, d10 plus 1 lethal.
Oh. Oh my days.
Hey.
Just the 22 damage then.
Runs him through.
Go on, Gumi-san,
Right.
that's it!
It went underneath the back of the helmet and up into the brain.
Ooh.
He's piffed him.
Gumi, my boy.
Look at the poor guy's on minus 15 damage.
Yes, Gumi-san.
Flat.
Proud.
Katsumori was still going to try and hit him because he's done a lot of damage to him, so he would have been going for the same guy. So please roll a. Well, it doesn't really matter whether Well, it does, because Katsumori might roll a 20.
You might fumble.
Roll a d20 for Katsumori.
Can he not
See whether one of you can roll.
Can he not pull his
Oh, you almost rolled the 20, but not quite. I'm tempted to give it. I'm tempted to give you a +1 on that roll simply for shock value from this spear appearing out the front of the helmet.
Yeah. It's coming out his eye socket, poking out his eye.
Okay. But anyway, Katsumori is shocked to miss the guy, but obviously he distracted him sufficiently to let Gomi hit him. Okay.
That was some strike by Gomi. I'm so proud of him.
Okie doke. So,
It's not
guy
quite,
fell to Gomi.
it's not quite the 24, but close.
So the sergeant's out, the thing's out. Okay, next on round, I believe we have 2 archers firing at, probably firing at this guy. Yes.
Yeah, he's made a terrible mistake.
He's made a terrible mistake there.
Yeah, it's coming in short range of the guy with a good
Absolutely.
shot.
Oh no!
Those-
Short range is +2, is it?
Yeah, the good shots hit him, the other guys missed him.
You don't get the +10s with missile attacks, no.
Well, point blank is +2 on the BCS and +1 man rating.
So take 15 damage.
Nice roll on the damage.
15 damage.
You take that for your start in D&D if you were rolling 3d6 down the line, eh?
He's
You're happy with that?
but does not fall over.
Yeah, well, Harumi will finish him off.
Yeah, our shotgun mage will finish him.
Yeah, the three of us
she-
gun
yeah, she
gun
will.
him down if he tries to get really close.
Yeah. This is
You
a
won't
rank
do
of
it.
archers, isn't it? I mean,
It makes
2,
well aware that
4, 6. God, he's within 10 of Harumi. Is that short point blank for you, Harumi?
I don't think it matters, does it? Just
No,
one is road-
darts
road-
darts
It
and
doesn't make a
arrows.
difference
Oh,
with the
right,
spell,
fine.
does it?
Fine. Okay.
Just one of them hasn't got a bow. that's all.
Okie doke.
There's a lady there
So
today.
that's them. Coming on down, what's Yoshitani going to do? I leave it open to the tacticians in the party. What would Yoshitani do? He is situated here. There is a Ronin fighting Kyūryū Kyūryū here. Kagamichi is fighting.
Right. Advance on the guy who's just picked up a wakizashi and whop him one.
Yeah.
Aha!
This guy.
Yeah.
Right. So close to there and hit him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So in that case,
Go on, Yoshitani.
roll to hit.
Who's rolling this one? Oh, come on.
And because he is picking the wakizashi up
He's
at
bent over.
the moment,
He's bent over
he
prone.
doesn't. He's distracted, so you get pluses, and he doesn't get a bonus on his armor class.
Come on.
So you rolled a d20 and you rolled a 3. Yes. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That is correct.
Okay. That's not going to be a critical. A 2 might have been, but that's a d6 plus 1, which is 5 points of damage on that guy, who is already damaged, but doesn't fall over. And that leaves Kagamichi on this guy.
Come on, Kagamichi.
Does Kagamichi wish to move at all? Because he can quite happily
But
move
I'll
to
get
here.
Yes, move it. More,
And then
move one
he's
text
getting that
down
guy
the
in
map.
the he's getting that guy in the flank from there.
Not quite, because this guy was turning, at the same time to keep him, like so. Okay. So he's still on the front, but he's well away from risks of engagement.
Rolled a 15, Dave, so I think I missed.
That is a miss on that guy.
Unlucky.
And that is the troopers. And we now go for Baka. Stepping back one, are you,
Okay.
Baka? Or are you going to clobber this guy and then step back one? Because that guy has been damaged. In fact, both of them have been damaged. But that guy is not wearing armor.
Being the sneaky bastard that I am, I'm going to shout, "Get him, Kosa," over the back of Ashigaru's, and then I'm going to step back to here. He's going to be right in my.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's distracting you.
Okay. No, I'm going to hit first and then step back.
Okay.
Hit Ashigaru.
Step back. Okay.
Robert.
Roll to hit.
Come
Yeah,
on.
I'm roll. I'm going to Ashigaru to 8 first, and then
Step back. Okay, so you're going for 2-8.
Okay.
Roll your damage.
Yeah.
Roll your hit, rather.
mucking about.
He's rolled a 19.
Yeah.
He is AC 3. What's your BCS?
Yeah, my skill's only 17. My
Okay,
skill's only 17.
so you miss him. Fair enough. And then we have Yanagi, who's presumably stepping forward 1. Or not.
Indeed, step forward.
Step forward 1 and clobber. Okay. This guy is AC 3. What's your BCS? So that's how much damage?
Take 9, sir.
9?
Yeah, my total
Ugh.
BCS is Yanagi is 20.
Righty-ho. And Yanagi is strong enough to do 9 points of damage. Ouch.
Yes, level 2 Budoka plus Yuwara. Off.
Okay. The guy, let's see, that's 3-1. Him and his 2 hit points. Dagger, but are still there. So, we then have the troops' secondary action phase.
Go troops.
So Katsumori can go for this guy at -1. Sorry, at half his BCF. So would somebody care to roll for Katsumori?
I'll get this one. That's an 18.
Nope. Yoshitani? Down south of the woodpile?
Yeah, I'll roll it.
Pardon me.
Bless you.
Not enough. And finally, Kagamichi. Not enough. Lord Kanawa. Given this guy appears to be stepping back, and that guy's probably gone for his archers, we'll step here and go for that guy. Would you please roll for Lord Kanawa?
Oh. It's only fumbled.
It looked like a fumble, but it wasn't.
Yes, if it's a bonus
No.
skill, you should... No?
No.
No, it's a special ability of Budoka.
Is that a Badoka thing? Yeah.
Budoka
Sorry, I
are
didn't want to
particularly
go back.
nasty in unarmed combat because they get to add their level to their unarmed combat damage.
Yeah.
That and their secret weapon of a Yawara means they are deadly.
Oh, as these guys have just found out 3 in a row. Well, 4 in a row.
Okay,
'cause we
well,
started
Lord
this last time.
Kanawa obviously slipped on a bit of the mud that had been kicked up. Okay, Bandit's second reaction phase.
Well, would I not take my secondary now because oh no, I've lost my secondary anyway because I got stunned.
All right, I will move you up to above there, and I will move Kosa up above there, and I will move Kinzo up above there. So we can do the party and then the bandits and Ronin, etc. So
Could you
we'll
move me up
start
as
with
well, please?
Kyūryū.
Yeah, but I got stunned last time, so I lose this, don't I? Was I stunned or dazed? Stunned, right?
They
You're only dazed, so you
Dazed.
come out of your daze.
So I get my next action. Okay.
Kosa.
Right, I am going to double tap this guy using my distant death. Okay, I'm behind.
Ooh.
Is this what you have been developing?
Nope, this is just what I haven't done for a long time. That's going to be 2 hits.
It's a key power of Budoka.
Don't you need to make a key roll
It's
first?
it's not a focus power. It's just a power.
Oh, damn it, damn it, damn it.
So is this like
All right, you get 2 hits on the guy.
It's like an energy punch. You're punching like from 10 feet away, but it's hitting them.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage.
He fell over. I mean, it was the shock, obviously.
What do you call that? A key punch?
Basically, I'm striking him out of my reach.
Yeah. So
Yeah, essentially, Oliver, it's a key punch.
yeah. So it's,
Also,
it's
we'll just roll this just in case.
yeah. So I'm picturing it. You're not like stretching beyond your reach. You're like you're
It was a
punching,
critical as well.
and then the
It
air
was a
between you
critical.
and him is hitting him.
Oh,
It
no.
was also a critical, though. 3%, was it? Yeah, 3% chance to be critical, and I got a critical.
Nice.
Baka, you know you were going to kind of drop your Tetsuba on this guy's head. He hasn't got a head anymore.
He's
It
takes
shattered.
double damage, Dave. Double that damage. So
Yeah.
His head
His head exploded.
Ah,
Kosa,
For no,
wait.
for no obvious reason. You hadn't realised.
Unless-
that Harumi's magic was so good.
on that old Kosa's arms are
Yeah,
about
that's
4
it.
yards long.
superb, Kosa. Superb.
He is making punching motions, but he's well out of reach.
It takes a
Yeah,
sec.
well, he missed. I mean, he's so far out of reach, you couldn't possibly have hit him. So that must have been Harumi's
take-
magic.
It takes a session and 3/4 to do something, but then when he does it, by fuck, it was worth the wait. Like,
You're telling me.
it had to be worth the wait, and he pulled it off. Like, that was awesome.
Kinzo.
It must be the magic you've changed with your hair change color.
Yeah, that
kicking
was
him or thumping him at -1.
very, very, very cool, Nick.
Missed.
Well, no, I'm not. I'm just punting about, showing my leg. Look, it's a very nice leg. Very nice.
Okay, he will attempt to make you legless. On the bandit's second reaction phase. Let's see.
Aye, Nick, that was worth the wait. I'll let you wait now. Like, that was fucking good. Really,
So-
Thank you.
really, really, really cool.
Because we better do him. Nick.
So going for Kosa first. Sorry, Kinzo first. Missed completely.
I mean, I looted the lid for you.
We have a guy going for Katsumori in the. Is it the back? Yeah, it is the back.
Even the odds up a bit on Baka.
He closed for
Mhm.
exchange. So
That's
that's
going to hit him in the back,
him.
isn't it? Oh no, it's
So
the
that's-
secondary.
Are you looking quite badly injured, Baka, or you look okay?
About 2/3, just under 2/3.
Oh, you're
And-
quite
bloodied.
battered. You're looking quite
Definitely
beaten up.
bloodied.
What, 2/3 injured or
13
2/3 healthy?
13 halved is 6, plus 10 from the back is 16,
18 out of
minus 1 for
33.
the range is
Yeah,
15.
he's taking a bit of a beating.
It's more like 3
Yes, he's hit armor class 5, and the guy's only armor class 3. He's hit Katsumori, who takes
Maybe
another
we should
3 points
Buff
of
that
damage.
guy in the armour up then.
Katsumori not looking well at all.
Oh yeah.
And Ashigaru 1-2 will try and hit him. 13 halved is 6. No, not enough to hit him. No. That guy's run.
13 half is 7
Okay.
because you're no, it's 6. You round down, don't you? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you round. it down.
So, armor 4 is striking at -1. Oh no.
Ah yes.
Dazed, I believe. Is that right? Fumble of a 6 is dazed.
Daze yourself.
So he loses his next action, which is a primary. Oh, that's handy. And armor 1. That's not going to be a hit against Lord Kanawa. Right. Ashigaru 2-1 has a sword in hand. And misses. Ashigaru 2-7 versus Kagamichi. 13 halved is 6. No, that's a miss. And armor 2 versus Baka at -1. It's a miss. And versus Yanagi at -1 is a miss. Okay. And then we have the Ronin. Will attempt to strike Kyūryū. Is possible. His BCS is 19, halved is 9. Oh
Armor
no,
class.
no.
Armor
Your
class 7.
stupid armor class, isn't it? In actual fact, no, that got that wrong. His BCS is 16.
No, yeah, that's not hitting me.
That's 8. Plus his level, 11. So that would hit AC 6.
Ha.
And your AC
Close
7.
enough, go.
AC 7.
Damn. Rats. Okie doke. Over to Baka.
Oh, come on. I'm
You've
getting
only
really,
got one
Come on.
target, Baka.
I'm getting really hyped up about this, guys. This is like really tense for me.
Yeah, it's very knife edge at the moment.
It is.
Come on a secondary.
Go on,
Go
Baka.
on a secondary.
Go
You can
on,
do it, you can
Baka.
do it.
Come on. That's,
AC 6.
that's got to do it.
Well, yes, you've hit him.
Oh, come on.
No need to boast about it. He's only AC 5.
Oh, take that.
So that's 10 damage.
Righty ho.
That'll be a bash.
And then a 10% chance of a bash.
10%. Okay.
No, we're getting closer, but not there yet.
Okay.
What
He
does the
doesn't
bash
look
do? It sends them.
particularly bothered by the damage he's taken.
If you
but
land
then,
the bash,
know,
it sends them flying, doesn't it? They go flying back a couple of squares and they go prone,
It's
something like that.
stunned and
Stunned and prone.
Okay,
Something like
Yanagi on his secondary.
I don't think you've landed one yet, have you?
I got a crit a while back and I got one.
Sorry, is
Oh,
the
yeah.
9 for Yanagi?
Yeah.
I don't think that's enough to hit.
AC 2.
No, he's 83. Oh,
Yeah.
hang on a second. No, he's one of the guys who is out on watch. He is AC3. He's still in his winter garb. So, Harumi, what are you doing, dear Harumi? Need I guess? Couple of darts at that guy?
Yeah, a couple darts at that guy.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh.
roll for it.
Oh ho ho ho.
I think that's 2 hits, isn't it?
I think that is.
Looks like it.
Well, since he only has 5 hit points left, I think that's
Oh.
Yes,
Finish him off.
Harumi.
that.
You might say,
True. He might say.
True.
Let's roll for 2 d20s. He needs a 7, doesn't he?
Oh, he's made one save.
So he's made 1, but he failed the second. So
Okay,
he
so
takes
6.
6 points of damage. But that's good enough to get him because he only had 5 left.
Oh yes, Harumi.
Nice.
1-8 is out.
Sorry, Dave. What's the AC of the armor guy?
3.
AC 3.
Right,
I thought the
what's your
Ashigaru
base-
were AC 3.
Sorry, no. Sorry, the Ashigaru is. Sorry, the armor guys are 5.
Okay, so even if I had failed my will save, because I should have made a will save to ignore Yanagi, so it's still hit. It's still hit. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Just checking.
Okay, so hang on, let me just write down another dart for Harumi.
Beautifully done, Harumi. I'm proud of you.
Well, the archers and Harumi seem to be taking one around out at the moment,
Yeah, they're
which
doing well.
is good.
Can we get a clarification of where the guards that are coming in from the outside are?
Okay,
Can we see them? Because if we can't, then don't give us a
you
clarification.
can hear them coming in.
Okay.
Sorry, you can see 1 10 yards off the map there.
Yep.
1 10 yards off the map there.
Okay.
And then over the other side, there's 1 20 yards off the map there, and 1 10 yards off the map there.
Yeah.
Okay, all good.
And they will move again on their next action. So, I'll be interested to see what Kosa decides to do this next time. Okay, so Lord Kanawa will move another one to here. Actually, no. He will stay there because that means that this guy is still engaged. Hang on a second. Let me just... remove the engagement sign off Shigehide. He doesn't need it anymore. Very good. So Lord Kanawa will remain engaged with that guy. In actual fact, he can see that guy is dazed, can't he? So he will hit him. So in that case, he will step back to there and hit him.
Go on, Kanawa. You're an idiot. You've got half your men killed.
Somebody running for Kanawa?
Okay. I suppose I'll do this. Oh, Tim's got a 9.
That's
No,
a
you
hit.
can do it.
D6 plus 4?
Come on.
Yeah.
10 points. Okie doke. And then it's the Ronin.
Oh, did you just kill that boy, Kanawa?
No.
No?
Not quite.
Oh, because it
No.
was that guy up there he attacked. Sorry, yeah.
He was dazed.
Yeah.
So, the Ronin will step back one to here and strike at Kyūryū from range.
Yes. I'm so hyped up about this one, guys. Like, I'm really, really, really feeling intense right now.
And then Kinzo finally deals with the annoying little pipsqueak in front of him.
Go on,
Doesn't he,
Kinzo.
Kinzo?
Come on. Yes, he does.
Oh. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Him and his 5 hit points remaining go down to 1 hit point remaining.
He's chipping away, he's chipping away.
Basically, as far as Kinzo is concerned, this is the difference between using your fists and using your wara.
Yeah.
Because I haven't rolled
Yeah.
a very good number yet.
Yeah.
So
and
you'll go back to using your wara because it's quicker.
Yes. You need
Blow
to
on him.
deploy it next time, don't you? Yes. So Kosa, what are you going to do this time?
Let's have a look.
Yeah, what are you gonna do after that? You've kind of peaked already.
Well,
You've
Is
always
this- I'm behind-
distant death
I'm
of
be-
Ronin.
yeah, I know. I'm going to. I think
Can I do that?
we will.
Can I do that, skill boys?
Yep.
Nobody ever told me I could do that. Like,
It's a key power, and I think
Yeah.
it costs you 1 point of key per attack. Yes.
somebody needs to
it does
send me a
indeed.
list of the key powers because I've never looked at those.
It's in the book.
Well,
the
I've got.
Budoka.
Yeah, I've got the
the
books
Budoka
actually.
profession.
I need to open the book one of these days.
Hang on a second. I can read it out for you if you wish. So the key powers of the Budoka. Let's go to Budoka. Dumpty 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 dum. Okay. You can master foe. You use your permanent key score as a BCS in a Bugai. You may use this to exert a grapple attack, as if you're using Jujutsu, on a target at long range, at a distance of up to 2 yards per level. Or you can use Distant Death. You can deliver a strike at a target at a distance of up to 2 yards per level. You're doing so as if you're using a Temiwaza, rolling
Yeah.
your normal BCS with that skill.
And that's what he just did. I love it. I've got
If
the book.
blow
I'll look later.
lands, there is a percentage chance equal to the permanent key score that the blow will be a critical success.
And that's what that 2% was.
And that reduces your current key by 1 per blow.
Yep.
And you did a second strike attack, yes?
Yep.
So,
It's only one strike.
fair enough. Okay, fine.
I'll have a look at
Or
those later. I've got the books.
and neither of those actually use. Sorry.
Either of those are focus.
Sorry. Both of those cost you a point of key.
of key.
A temporary point of key.
But the first one's a lot harder because your key is your BCS.
Yes. The last one is a living weapon, and that is a focus power. You basically need to roll your key or less on a d20. If successful, you can increase your base unarmed combat damage by 1 step. So if you normally roll a d6, you roll a d10. And you can make a second strike with your hand blows at no reduction in BCS for the second blow.
And does that include when you're fighting with a Yawara? Unarmed damage?
Yes.
No? Yeah?
And the duration of the effect is 1 detailed turn times the effect number of the focusing roll.
Because Yawara is essentially a wooden knuckle duster, really. It's just a slightly different shape, so it counts as
Yeah.
unarmed damage, yeah.
Yeah. So basically, if you have a key power of 3, if you roll a 1, then you can for 2 turns, then you can increase your combat damage by 1 step
And my
and
key
do
level
a second
is...
strike at no minus. So if your key level, what is your current key level? Your
where do I
permanent key
find
level?
that? 4.
Okay.
Imagine.
So if you try using living weapon, then you have to make a key focusing roll and roll less than 4 on a
Right, roll
d20.
4 or less on a d20. too.
No, roll less
Less
than
than
4
4.
on a d20. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Because your effect number
15%
is how many
chance.
less than 4.
Yeah, so 15% chance of getting it.
Okay?
And that gives you an improved damage dice. It makes the dice bigger.
Yes.
That's pretty
It
good.
moves you
And
from a
it's-
d6 to a d10.
Wow.
2 strikes for that. Your second strike being halved. Basically.
And you can do second strike at full BCS rather
is
than
that-
half BCS.
Is that something you can attempt and fail and then still make attacks, or do you just like
No.
feel if you feel that
No,
that's
it's
it
an
for your turn?
action to focus your key.
Right, got you.
Yeah.
I'll not maybe not do it in this
Gain a few
session,
more
but
points of keep.
I'll have a look at those for the future.
Get some more key.
I'm sure the list is. Sorry, I'm sure the list is a lot shorter. But would you mind me asking what the Yakuza key powers are? Since we're on that subject.
I think most of yours are focused.
I think I've got one that's to do with intimidation. Are they both focus powers? Are they?
Okay, as far as Yakuza is concerned, your key powers.
They're all focused. They're all focused. That'd be something like
You have a focused power of good fortune. You can increase your effective stake in gambling by the effect number of the focusing roll. So the value
No
is
one's willing
the
to gamble
same
with me, so-
coinage. So if you wish to gamble a gold and then try and use good fortune as a key focus power, you could increase the number of gold you're gambling by the effect number.
Oh, nice.
Oh, so you could spend 1 gold, but potentially have actually 2 or 3 gold stake.
Yes,
and
but
get
you
paid on
have to
that.
do the key focus
Yeah.
after you've paid.
After you've paid your stake. Yeah.
Yes.
And
Or
still
you
win the
can-
gambling roll.
And win the gambling roll, yes. And hope nobody noticed. So, or
I feel like these aren't equal.
you have a focused power of intimidation. You can impose distractions on an opponent in combat equal to half the effect number of your focusing roll against player characters, or the full effect number against non-player characters. Okay. Or you can have secret movement, which is a focused power, and you use your current key as a BCS for stealthy movement. Okay.
Gotcha.
So you basically make a BCS roll on your key power, and you will move as if a ninja. Anyway,
I think I can not
yes,
worry about key.
those are not really
Yeah.
combat focused. Although intimidation, yeah, usable.
It's a bit late for
Yeah,
that
sorry.
in this one, but yeah.
I've got key 2 at the moment.
just
Oh,
keep
1 or
hitting
2.
him
I
with
don't
your
know.
club.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think you need to just focus on hitting people with clubs. I mean, blunt weapons are about your.
Aye, stick to what you're good at.
Okie doke. So next on the agenda, I believe, was that was Kosa. What? So are you going to
Yeah,
move
I'm going to
and-
double tap the swine. From a
hang on.
distance.
If you moved, doesn't that move use your?
I've only
How
moved
far?
2, maybe 3, less than half. I've done less. I've got done enough. I could normally do a move to engage, just that I'm engaging from long range. Move half, can't you, when I move to engage?
Well, move to engage is yes, you can move half. But you are. Oh, sorry, you're not having to focus, are you? Just using it.
No, I'm just doing it. Yeah.
Right, fine, okay. So from
That's all.
behind.
Behind, we'll double tap in.
Oh.
That might not be a critical. From
Well,
Come on.
unfortunately, let's go through this. So
Yeah,
you're in his
20.
rear facing, which is +10. He's surprised. I've got to give you that he's surprised. It's another +1.
Is this the Ronin you're attacking?
Yeah.
So yes, so you're +11 on the Ronin.
Yeah.
So a 20 is not a fumble, is it?
Does that mean the
No, my
three's a
BCS.
crit?
Normal BCS is 21.
Does that mean the three's a crit then?
Well, your normal
Hey.
BCS is your normal BCS is 21. So +11 for your bonuses makes it 32.
So this has got lots of armor, then it won't be.
Less his armor of 8 brings it down to 24.
Yeah, it just gets away with it.
So
man.
that means that
The 20 is still a miss.
a 20 is just a
Yeah,
normal
still miss. Oh,
failure.
just a miss, yeah.
No,
it's a miss,
it could be a fumble if he rolls another 20. So he has to roll against his raw BCS, which is 19.
No, sorry. If your adjusted BCS is 20 or more, roll of 20 is just a normal failure.
Yes, yeah.
Is it? All right.
Yes,
I think so.
it's only on critical successes. If your BCS is a 1, then you need a roll of 1 followed by a
Anyway,
successful
okay,
roll
fair enough.
versus your raw
The first-
BCS.
The first
Anyway.
one is a miss.
Okay, your second roll is adjusted down.
Normal hit.
You need to roll a 24 to hit, which means you need a 1 or 2 for a critical.
Yep.
So you don't get a
Lucky man gets
critical,
away. It just takes 6 points of damage.
6 points of pain though.
which surprises him.
Yes, one more and he would have been critical.
Yes, one more and he would have been critical. Yeah, I think shock is the order of the day. Simultaneously, Kyūryū has a primary action, I believe,
Oh,
and steps forward.
Now it's time to
To
party.
kick. No, steps forward 1 to kick. You're engaged, so you can only move
I can
1.
only move forward 1, so does it have to be a kick, or I could do a punch with a
You
-1?
can do a punch at -1, yes.
I think my damage is a lot better on the punch, isn't it? I think it's maybe worth taking the -1 to punch, isn't it? Because the Yawara.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Because you do
definitely.
+2.
Yeah. Okay. Come on.
So you can't double tap with your feet.
11.
Okay. So what's your base BCS?
99. It's
You 20, 21 or 22?
22. 22.
base BCS 22.
Third level line.
That's 22 less his armor of 8 means you need a 14. You hit him.
Yes. Come on.
Let's batter this guy down.
Oh, still it's +5. It's 6 damage.
I did consider trying to throw him, but I'll hit him first.
6 damage.
Okie doke. He is shaken but not stirred. His name's Ronin. James Ronin.
Oh, Dave.
I'm sorry. I should really not throw such bad jokes at you. I need to roll a critical for that.
Yeah.
Okay, bandits. Okie doke. So on the north, we still have 1 possible to come in. Please make a luck roll to see. Sorry, no, we've got 2 possible to come in because there's nobody coming in on the north at the moment, from memory. So is that right? Yes, 2 possible on the north. So please can I have a luck roll for the north?
Bad luck.
Sheesh.
Oh, sorry.
Probably
It's all
got
right.
him.
The
Getting
2 on the
staggered
north
coming in is no
obviously
bad thing.
position themselves further south. So going round, east is no more to come in, so you were rolling for the south. And there's 1 more to come in from the south. So the other one on the south has heard. So let's move that to the south.
That's the one that thought he'd heard something last time. Oh shit! There's a fight going on over there.
So he is currently 20 off. Let's see. The other one to the south has just appeared on the map.
Aye.
And isn't running through a bush, so he will have appeared here, coming in down the trail. You can hear the sound of running footsteps.
Hmm.
There's no more on the east to come in. So this one was 20 and is now 10 off. And the one at this location is now at the edge of the map.
Was that the north one? Oh, the west one. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see what that was.
Okie doke.
Okay, yeah.
So that leaves us with doing the rest of the bandits. So let us see. Ashigaru facing Kinzo will step back one, clutching his one hit point to himself and miss. The guy behind
You should have
Katsumori
run away when you had the chance.
Didn't you just relieve him of that hit point, Kinzo?
will step behind Katsumori and hit him in the back for 6 points of damage. Katsumori is now in the same position as the guy facing you, Kinzo. The guy to the south turns to face Katsumori and will step one further away from no, he won't step one further away because that would put him engaged with the other guy. So he'll stay where he is. That spear looks lethal. And he misses Katsumori, so Katsumori's one hit point is safe. Coming down, the two Ashigaru on Lord Kanawa. The first Ashigaru is no longer dazed. The second Ashigaru will attempt to step out of the swamp and stay in the swamp.
Ha.
And attempt to hit Lord Kanawa and miss. The Ashigaru facing Yoshitani will strike at him and hit, doing 7 points of damage. And the Ashigaru facing Kagamichi will do the same. Now, he is not engaged with anybody else, so he's a straight 13 on Kagamichi, who is AC 5, so he needs an 8. He's hit him. Kagamichi takes another 6 points of damage. Kagamichi is so far undamaged. So that means he is now on that many hit points. And coming further south, we have a suit of armor facing Baka. He will step forward and attempt to strike Baka and fail.
How injured is he looking at the moment?
Difficult to tell through the armor.
Okay. Well, does he? Yeah. Okay.
But he's not on his last hit point. Shall we put it that way?
That's fine.
And then it is the Ashigaru facing Yanagi, who will step back one to here to try and get away from that large tree trunk. Because you might hit him with that. And hits Yanagi, doing 7 points of damage on Yanagi.
Somebody got that on the sheet.
That's just doubled his damage.
Yeah, you max damaged him last time as well, I think.
He's fine.
No, he's taken 3 hits so far.
Oh, okay.
No, he's not good. Okay, back to the troops. Okie doke. So as far as
I
the
don't want to say anything, Dave, but you've got one bandit down in the bottom right corner. That's not
sorry,
good.
that one has just reached the edge of the board. He was 10 yards off the edge of the board last time, so he emerges from behind that bush. So that one's now on the board. That one's now on the board, and the northern one of the western is on the board as well. That one is on the board. Okay. Right. So as far as the troops are concerned, Katsumori, with his 1 hit point, will turn so that he's not showing back or flank to either of those two, and will probably, and both these were the ones facing are undamaged. So given that, and he will probably step to there to let Gomi come in and deal with that one. So Gomi can step forward and either take that one or more likely take that armor guy in the back. What do you reckon?
Which ones are you talking about?
Stab the armor guy.
I think you should go for this guy.
He can step to there, which means that he's engaging both of these two and that one, but not Katsumori, and he can stab this guy in the back.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Good.
So Katsumori, would he go for this guy or this guy? Probably that guy, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Roll to hit that guy for Katsumori.
Go on, Kinzo.
That's not a hit. So we then have Gomi striking the armor guy in the back.
We use Kyūryū's 4.
Sorry?
Can we use that 4?
I will allow it. We already said what he was doing, so all right.
No,
The spear hits him in the back.
We've done that precedent in the past. That has happened in the past, so I just thought I'd just check.
Fair enough. It hits him in the back. Roll your damage. D6, D10 plus 1.
4.
4 in the back. Righty-ho. And we then have the next one, I believe, is Yoshitani, who's striking the guy by the fire. So please roll for Yoshitani, who has no minuses.
Step forward 1 hex.
Why? Ah, right, fine. Step forward 1 hex.
So basically, because I'm getting away from all the rubbish that's around me.
That's not high enough to cause you a distraction. I'm a kind and benevolent GM. Oh, sorry, bad cough there. So the 7 is a definite hit. Oh God, 7 points of damage.
I told you it was distracting me.
sorry, sorry, that was the wrong person. I just put an X through. Get rid of the X off Yoshitani, and we put an X through the guy he's facing.
Nice.
Yeah. Righty ho. Okie doke. Well, that went well, didn't it?
Cheers. Don't think the archers have fired this round, have they?
No.
Not yet, but they come after the next man.
Righty-ho, and then finally we have Kagemichi, who's going for 2-7. Does he need to move at all? If he steps 1 to there, he's getting towards the position of being able to stab the arm. In actual fact, if he steps to there, he can stab Mr. Armor Guy in the back.
Yep.
Providing he's facing.
He could, but he's better off killing the guy in front of him because he's the one
Yeah.
attacking him.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Okay, fine. In that case, he will go for the guy in front of him. He's still at optimum range. So please roll for Kagemichi.
Nice.
Oh no. D10.
Oh, yes.
A 5. Is that triple damage?
Come on. Hope so.
3
That's 15
triples.
points, 15 points of damage.
Is it triple damage?
Yes, 15 points.
Yes, triple damage. Yeah.
So
Times
that's
3.
6 plus what? Sorry, 2 plus 1 is. Oh, sorry, you rolled a d6 for the damage, yes? So 2 plus 1 is 3, tripled is 9. Correct?
Sorry, yes. I'm doing times 5, not times 3.
It doesn't matter, that's more than enough to destroy him. Fair enough. Kagemichi gets 1. Well done, Kagemichi. Now you can attack the armor guy in the back. And then we have the flying squad. Okay, who the archer's going to shoot this time?
Going to shoot armor 4. Our lord's looking a bit stressed.
Okay, armor 4. Righty-ho, in that case.
A definite hit, one definite miss. Nice and simple.
Okie doke. Fair enough. Roll your damage.
Okay, 3 points of damage.
Okie doke. So that was the troops-based action phase. So over to Baka and his attack.
I'm going to smile at the one that's just stepped in at me. And I'm gonna step to here. I'm going to drop my Tetsubo and I'm going to grapple him.
Oh, come on.
Oh no.
This
This is a sumo grapple, is it?
It certainly is. So that goes to that. Save settings.
One second. 3d6. The guy is lucky. He manages to avoid you dropping your Tetsubo on his toes.
Cool. And then a d20. Oh, get in.
Okay,
That would
he's
be half by
AC
12.
5. He's AC 5, so that means you've got 7 effect numbers on him.
Yep. I wouldn't have done it if Kagenishi hadn't dealt with everyone around him.
Okay. Well, I suppose that does mean Kagemichi can kind of step in and just kind of stab him in the back, can't he? Or would that be dishonourable? No, it's
So the
bandit.
Yakuza.
Oh no, it's a bandit, isn't it? Yes. Okay, so Baka has wrapped up the suit of armor.
Nice.
Yanagi, meanwhile, is presumably going to close with his guy.
Follow the man up and attempt to punch his lights.
Go for it.
Oh, yes.
The guy falls over. Already
Nice.
taken 13 damage.
Okay, Tide of Battle feels good at the moment, guys.
It does. I think we've got
It's
this,
looking
boys.
better than it was a short while ago.
Absolutely.
Yep.
But the dice are still turning.
It's since Kyūryū got fired up and just went crazy in that one round and killed 3 guys. That's what's
Okay.
under it.
Okay,
He
we have
went
the troops.
dissipating.
We have the troops on their second reaction phase. So, to the north we have Katsumori, slashing at the Ashigaru, who's just come round the bush. In actual fact, it's a ragged rascal, isn't it? Oh no, it's a bush, not a rock. Around the ragged rock, the ragged rascal ran. No, it's a bush. Okay. Has Katsumori hit or not? Or did we roll? Oh, did we roll a d20 and roll a 20 for Katsumori?
Yes.
Right, Katsumori's just lost his weapon.
Just fumbled.
Right.
There's no need to throw your fight away. We've not won it yet, mate.
That's not
Yeah,
going to help
throw your
him and
weapon
his
away.
1 hit point, unfortunately.
Do you know what are you doing throwing your weapon away, you absolute clown?
Oh dear. The dice are not helping. So, coming further south, we ignore the Shigehide loses another hit point. Then we have Yoshitani, who doesn't have anyone within range.
Where's Yoshitani?
Yoshitani is here.
Oh yeah.
He'll
And
stand
there's-
around and go.
Yes. Who next? Oh, there's people running in. And then we have Kagemichi, who can secondary this guy in the back, can't he? At extreme range. It's a net plus
Major
9.
penalty.
So, Kagemichi is BCS of... Actually, he's BCS of 16. So... So it's 14 halved is 7, plus 2 is 9, plus a net plus 9 is 18.
Doesn't he not get extra pluses because I'm grappling the guy?
No, because he's also trying to avoid your arm.
Oh, okay. True.
If he was at optimum range, then I'd say yes, because he can choose his, but he's having to stretch and poke him. But doesn't matter. It's basically 16 halved. 14 halved is. Sorry, where are we? 13 halved is 6. No, wrong one. My apologies. It's his wakizashi. His wakizashi, his BCS is 16. So that's 14. Halved is 7. Plus 2 is 9. Plus 9 for behind, but minus 1 for but being not non-optimum range. So BCS is 18.
Rolled a 3.
And you rolled a 3.
Well,
So you
we've
hit
hit
him.
you.
15
Yeah,
effect
so
numbers.
please roll your damage. D6 plus 1. 4 points of damage. So he's up to not many. He's not a happy person in armor. But never mind. That's all the troops. We then have Lord Kanawa on his primary action phase. He's going to step to there. Because that means that this guy is at -1 to hit him. So he will then strike the guy to the north. Please roll for Lord Kanawa. And that is another hit. D6 plus 4 damage, please.
Excellent, Tim.
8 damage.
8 damage. Chipping away at him. And then we have Kyūryū, who unfortunately has another primary action, so he can close up to the guy, can't he? And what are you doing to this poor Ronin? I mean, hasn't done you any harm, has he?
I'm smashing his skull in, mate. Brother.
That might be a crit.
That might be a crit on my primary.
Oh, for goodness sake. All right, so your BCS is
22.
22.
Not quite. You're one short.
You are. His armor class is 8, so you need a 14 to hit him. And that means that a roll of 1 is a critical success. If you'd rolled a if you'd rolled 1 lower, then 15 to 24 would have been a critical success. So a 1 is a critical success. You just do your normal damage. I mean, that's bad enough. So please roll a d6.
7 damage.
7 damage. Yeah, that too. But worries. And then we have Kosa.
I'll do the same thing again.
Is this a primary for you?
Secondly.
No.
Secondary. Okay, fine. But you are plus 10 from behind, aren't you?
He's about to steal my Budo, isn't he? Oh, he is.
Oh.
He is.
Definitely a critical, I think. From
Okay.
behind it will be a... And the other one will be a miss, I think.
What's your raw BCS?
19.
So 19 halved is 9, plus your level
11.
3 is, sorry, 2, is it? That puts you up to 11.
19 half is 8, round down.
Plus 10 from behind is 21. Minus his armor of 8 is 13.
So it's a critical.
So the first
The
one
other
is
one
a
will be a miss.
critical. The second
The other one's a
one
miss.
is also no.
It's a miss.
It
It's
is
a miss because it's a half chance. Again, it's at a quarter. Started at a quarter.
no. Your BCS isn't. True. It's a second
the
strike,
second
isn't
strike.
it? Yes, true. My apologies. I should have caught it. So, in that case, roll a d10 for your critical. I can just see you rolling a 10. No, it's just a
Ooh.
straight double damage.
Double damage. Double damage.
Very
Oh.
nice. Very nice.
14 damage, sir.
damage.
Do it
Can't
again.
figure out what the hell is going on.
Somebody keeps punching him in the back and he can't see anybody.
Yeah, there's nobody there. Well, there's somebody out of range.
Yeah,
There-
unfortunately, that's it.
There's some Shigenja about, maybe.
Unfortunately, I'm
Or
out of key. Can't do it anymore because I'm out of key.
Very
Kinzo.
impressive, though. I loved it.
Go to plan B.
and close up and punch him in the back of the head anyway. Yes.
No,
Honestly.
no. We don't do it unsubtle like that. We're much more subtle than that.
Okay, Kinzo's missed. This guy in his 1 hit point lives to fight another round. Or maybe not.
Playing with
The
your food, Kinzo.
The bandit's secondary action phase. We have an unarmed opponent. I don't care. I'm going to hit him. And on a 3, I might just do that, because without his weapon, he's only armor class 4. So, 13 halved is 6. Less armor class. No, we needed 2 to hit you. Drat, missed.
Doesn't it get his level up?
That guy is only level 1, so effectively, it's basically 12 halved is 6, plus 1 is 7, less is true, 3. Yes,
So
that
it's
does
hit.
just hit.
In the side as well, isn't it?
No, because the guy turned, so he wasn't flanked.
Yeah, he turned to face them both.
Okay. Which way is he facing?
This way.
He's currently facing this way,
Okay, cool.
Yep. so neither of them are in the flank.
'Cause
But he's just taken another.
So,
Oh, 7 points of
Oof.
damage.
So of the 6 facings, the front 3 are front. Then you've got these 2 sides are side, and the one
He's
at the
probably
back is
dead.
back.
He's on -6.
Ow.
Oh.
Yes, he's dead, basically.
Black.
We need
Did all right.
Yanagi to be running around pretty sharpish.
No,
And
really good, because he's actually dead. He's been killed outright.
I meant the sergeant.
the sergeant's just dying.
Yeah, the sergeant's also dying.
Yeah, we're doing all right. What's the problem?
Yeah, we're
Sorry,
fine.
sergeant is dead. I've
Okay.
been counting up his minuses, and he's now dead.
You're right, Nick. We're fine. Oh, the sergeant is dead as
and-
well.
Oh, sergeant's dead as well. Not that you can tell.
Yeah.
But given his arms kind of hanging by
Well,
a string.
Teach the
Okay,
Lord for being so
so-
stupid.
He is a stupid lord there.
Yes, I know. Okay, the suit of armor attacking Lord Kanawa.
I'm just glad it's his guys that are dying and not my guy, so I don't have to have a fight with him about it afterwards. That would be bad. Imagine it was one of you guys died and then I had to pull him up afterwards for being a fucking idiot.
Don't tie yourself down to anything yet. The fight ain't over.
9. Hang on a second. This guy, his base BC, his raw base CS is 14, so that's 7. Plus 2 is 9. Less the Lord's armor class of 9 means his BCS is 0. And he rolled a 19. I think that might be a fumble.
No, it's not a fumble.
No.
Could be a 20.
Ah, yes.
Do the other.
Oh, true. You don't. You only.
You only fumble on a 20.
Ah,
Yeah.
right. Fine. Okay.
Doesn't get worse if you've got huge numbers and minuses.
It's only
Yeah.
crits, not fumbles.
It's only crits we need to worry about. Yeah, my apologies. Confusion set in. I'm obviously short of sleep. So, as far as that is concerned, he didn't succeed. And the one in the mud. Nope, he failed. Coming south. That is it, as far as I can see. Because no, the guy in armor control.
Oh yeah, my guy.
Yeah,
Yes,
Baka's
he
guy. The wrestled
he
guy.
could try, but he's an impressive
He can't
minus.
do anything. He can't do anything on a secondary action.
Yeah, because he's wrapped up. He's got his BCS is so low that it won't work.
I like having options.
Okie doke. The Ronin on his secondary action phase will attempt to smite Kyūryū. Since he can't see the invisible Shugenja, he's going to have to hit Kyūryū. And miss.
Haha.
Which leads us to Baka on his secondary, who, if he's got any sense, isn't going to try and wrap the guy up anymore, correct?
Can I not slap him? Whilst he's still grappled.
Not while you're
have to let
grappling.
You'd have to let him
Yeah.
go.
You can't, you can't like stick a knee
Sorry.
into him or something. You can't do some sort of grapple and strike. You can't like
No,
stick a
no,
knee
no,
in or something.
I can only. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, Yanagi has a secondary, but nobody's in range. And then we come down to Harumi,
Let's go.
who I believe was possibly shooting at armor number 4 as well.
Yes.
Finish him off.
One miss, one hit.
Looks like it.
Okay.
Where is armor 4?
Armor 4 is there.
Oh yes, oh yes.
Is it gonna save?
4 point. In his save.
Let me roll his save. You need 7 or less.
Oh.
Ooh.
Does that mean he just avoids it?
Lad.
No damage.
He avoids it. He avoids it.
Bastard. Unlucky.
And nobody charged. I believe that is the end of that round. And given the time,
This is
I think
10.
we are probably best finishing at this point.
Yeah, 3-parter, boys. 3-parter.
This has been
Yeah,
epic
it's
today.
It's been
too
epic
long
today.
to finish it.
It
It's
will
been
take
very-
too long to finish.
It's been very epic
But
today.
it has been epic. We have
Yes.
got bodies all over the place. Well, congratulations on your tactics, and especially for Kosa. I had completely forgotten Distant Death, and
That's
he's
rude.
made excellent use of it.
It was fantastic.
Poor old Kinzo is just being hassled by 1-point wonders.
Kinzo's just playing with his food. isn't
Playing
he?
with his food, aye.
Seriously, you just had me absolutely panicked. I was like, why the hell is he not stepping? Oh, cool. Why is he leaving me to the? Oh, right, okay, no, fair enough.
You have to remember that Kinzo's quite a devout Shintoist, so he probably doesn't want to go around killing people because it blood all over himself.
Yes.
Yes, quite.
Which is one reason why I'm not using the Yuara, but I've realised that using the Yuara is much more efficient.
Yes.
So we'll see.
And given that the Lord has taken you in against an awful lot of bandits,
Yeah, well, his lordship's an idiot. And
He's
he's got
an
2 of his
absolute-
men killed.
Yeah, he's an
Yes.
idiot.
But never mind. I mean, that's what samurai are about, isn't it? You
He's
know,
just lucky he's not got
completely
one of my men killed, eh? Right,
Anyway,
gents.
thank you, gents. I'll
Yeah.
see you in 2
Yeah.
weeks.
See you all in
in
2 weeks,
2 weeks'
gents.
time.
See you in a couple of weeks, guys. Cheers.